None of the conversations or comments from us or guests represent the DoD or the armed forces.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hell no.
Yo, we ain't got no special guest today.
Obviously.
Obviously, we're back because we got all our voice mods up. So obviously, we're back. My bad. Yeah, that's
special guest.
Yeah, nobody really likes Philly at all. Get it, D-Bang. Unpopular celebrities.
Glad you fixed the sign.
Unpopular celebrities. You gotta put your hand on.
You know, it's a bad thing when you turn on a voice mod, your singing still sucks.
You gotta put your hand over the thing like this, like you're really recruiting. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. We done. What up?
Now?
Yeah, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Yo, we back. We back. Back in the Terror Dome. Is that what you call that crap?
The Terror Dome. That's right. The Terror Dome.
Why are you echoing?
I'm echoing?
Yeah, horrible. Your voice sounds horrible.
What about now?
Okay, much better. I don't know what you got.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Look out the voice mod. Good looking out.
Yo, they just updated too. I need to figure out what they updated. Shout out Voice Mods for allowing us to change our voices up to whatever we need. All right.
I like that one. That was pretty good.
The echo joint?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh, thank you. Don't be a copycat. But anyway, you back? You back? Everything good at the crib?
Yes. Back at the crib. It was good being in Houston, but fun being back at home with my gal and all of my I would call my resiliency room. Shout out to folks out there who's got something that they use to kind of keep their head in check when they're going through some tough times. This is my resiliency room. Love this spot. This is like my getaway spot when I have some rough times. Do all my creative thoughts in here. So shout out, man.
You
If you
got
ain't got one,
creative
you gotta get
thoughts?
one.
Dope.
Yeah, I have a lot of creative thoughts. I'm a Sagittarius. What you talking about? I
What
have
does
a
that
lot of
mean?
creative thoughts. Everyone knows, if shout out to the Sagittarians out there, everyone knows if you're a Sagittarius, we're kind of like free thinkers. We think about all kinds of ideas and stuff. And people like you bring us down sometimes, man. You know, you're like at the very bottom of the pep cycle. You kind of mess up my thing. So anyway, I'm
Okay.
looking at this post from Juan. I think Jess was there the other day. They had some white party or something. So
Oh, for real?
yeah, I'm seeing it on the internet. They got a picture together. So shout out to Jess and Juana. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly.
We just call her
They was
Mick
hanging out
Williams.
there the other day. Mick Williams?
Yeah.
Mick Williams. Mick Williams.
That's actually pretty good.
You like that?
Mick. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Shout out Jess, man. You got a lot of love while we were out there in the AFSA. A lot of people say you are their favorite host on AFSA, or excuse me, unpopular celebrities. I'm pretty upset.
That is true, but let's not make it sound like it was a whole lot, man. You know, it was a lot of them.
More than you got.
Lot, you know.
More than
No,
you got.
you were last. You
More
were
you
last.
got. That's crazy.
You were last. You were dead last.
I don't
Now,
know
except for the good former lieutenant that was in there. Shout out to everybody that saw that post that Pete put up with him in the interview with the lieutenant. I mean, talk about somebody that was grinning from ear to ear. You know, hopefully Devon is in this joint. Hey, shout out to Devon, man, for correcting me in his name the other
Not
day.
Devon, you still fucking it up. Devon. You still messing it up.
What did I say?
Divine.
That's why I said Devon. Play it back later, and then you'll apologize to you later. I said Devon. Devon, you gotta fix your headphones, man.
Use your vowels.
Earphones you got.
Use your vowels. Devon.
All right, you know what? Every time I catch you in a grammatical mistake, I'm gonna throw this up there. Every time. No, actually, you know what? I won't use that one. I'll use this one. I'll use that one.
Nobody knows who that is.
It's gonna happen.
You know what? Now that I turn my headphones down, your stuff is coming in really soft. I feel bad, but
you know, I'm not. Thank the Lord. I'm just
I'm messing up. Yo, anybody in the building? Look. We're doing something special. First comment of the day gets Todd Simmons books. So first comment of the day, this is yours. Coming to you. That's loud. God bless America. That's loud. First comment of the day, whoever wants, as I am, or I am as is.
You look at it. See, there you go. There's your first one. That's your first one.
Oh man, so we got two. You got Steven and you got Billups. Since you a shirt, Billups is coming to you. Billups. All right, send us your address, put it in our Facebook, put it in the unpopular celebrities. Coming to you, bruh. Shout out Todd Simmons. He gave us a bunch of these, so this one's coming to you, bruh. Courtesy of Todd Simmons and the unpopular celebrities.
Shout out to Todd, man.
Wait a minute. I can't pronounce your last name, but Haro? Is it Haro?
Hero, man. Haro. I'm probably Haro.
Okay.
Haro,
he said the new AFSA international president here. He put his name here. Appreciate the support for the association and coming into the summit. So, since you're the new presidential for the next one, we need to be your podcast specialist for that. And also, I'm trying to figure out how we could get on AFSA as the
first time. Who got it?
No, we said his name right the first time. Haro.
Who did? You or
yeah? Of course.
No, it wasn't you. Definitely wasn't you.
Tony Bostic on the retirement.
Hey, Steven, let us know who pronounced the name better.
Is that the biggest fan edition? Yo, but for real, Steve, can I say something? We're trying to be your podcast host for next year, along with the first time ever. We want our panel of unpopular celebrities, because we always, and let me say this about AFSA. I love AFSA, Appreciate everything that happened. Hopefully, you make it better next year. But what I'll say is, we need a panel of not just chief master sergeants of the Air Force, not just 4-star generals, not just command chiefs, but we just need people. And we want to be the first to be the panel of just people giving our opinion about the Air Force. Go.
I think somebody said that during the interview. I wonder who that was.
What are you talking about?
Somebody mentioned that. I wonder who said that.
That was you?
Oh, it was me. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
What'd you
Thanks for
say?
that. Appreciate it.
I hate
Remember,
how
I was having an interview with somebody, and he's like, "Hey, what do you like about AFSA?" And I said, "This is great, but this is the last day." I said, "We need to have people on the panel who can more outside of like first sergeants. We need to have first sergeants on there. Maybe put some airmen up there. Maybe some influencers who can talk about their idea of what the Air Force looks like, because typically we get the leadership up there and they're talking about agendas. And I think agendas are great, but I think it'd be great to hear some interesting perspectives from normal everyday folks. And I'm not saying it's me because I'm part of it. Yeah, thank you, Tony B. Appreciate it, bro. Like some genuine people.
Right.
So, which going to bring me to a couple of topics later, but I won't get into those because I know you got some other stuff.
Yeah, Stephen Harrow, don't disappear on us. As soon as we say, that we want to be on there, he disappeared on us. But no, oh, here we go. Oh, yo. First time breaking news. We can figure it out. I got you. Just make sure those memberships are up to date. Love the idea.
I'm gonna call you out, Pete. Are you a member, Pete?
Send me. Can I finish this shit?
Are you a member?
Can I finish this shit? Send me a message on Facebook account and let's get in touch. Yo, DC will send you the message. Philly, DC. But I promise you, as soon as we get done, we're gonna send you a message because we serious. I think it'll be a good perspective to AFSA, and it's some of the things that people talk about on the outside and not on outside the conference rooms and not on the inside. But yo, Pete, you got the name. Thank you, sir. Thank you. See that, Philly? We got the name right. And my membership will be up to date.
Well, I guess I'm gonna ask you the question.
Philly, you paid for what? Like 10 years? 3 years? What'd you pay for?
I've been no.
How many? You just re-up?
Huh?
Didn't you just re-up?
Yeah, I just re-up for 3 years. I should be just a lifetime member. My man, I forgot his name, man. Shout out to that dude. He was in DM with me, but he kind of caught me off guard. He was like, "Hey, your membership was about to expire." I was like, "All right, I'll do 3." I should have just did a lifetime. Much as I paid, I should just be a lifetime member.
Yeah, facts. But I mean, we can talk about AFSA since we got the AFSA president on. Shout out to you, by the way. Congratulations. I don't think we said congratulations. I don't have the hand clap one.
So let me clarify something, Stephen. When you say he's the new president, not for a certain region, right? He's not taking over for Keith Reed, correct?
No. He said the new AFSA international president. I don't know exactly what that means.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. What's that in relation to Keith Reed's position?
Oh, good point.
Just I'm trying to understand that.
Yeah, but AFSA was a good time. We talked a lot about AFSA. We had a lot to say about AFSA. There was a couple things. We talked about standards. Can we talk about standards just for 2 seconds?
Oh, man, go ahead. Yeah. We can have a whole show about that, but go ahead. I'll let you start.
So, somebody said you enforce the standards that you enforce, and anything you don't enforce basically gets thrown out to the side. I'm trying to take you back to Staff Sergeant Council. All right, if you can, we can go. I don't even have the rewind up. Thank you. Take you back to Staff Sergeant Council days. You didn't know all the regs and all the 362903. You might have known a lot of it. Oh, here you go. He said, Keith is our executive director. I'm the international president. So we are lockstep as a team to push the association.
Okay.
You're
looking out. Thanks for that clarification.
So you didn't know all the regulations, or did you? Like, let's just say 362903. You didn't know all of them. So
I don't think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I don't think anyone could say they know all the regulations. But there were, obviously key things that I felt as an NCO I had to know, like the 2903 and then profession of arms, code of conduct, things of that nature. And I mean, I just felt like when I was a staff sergeant, at least there's a certain level of investment you have in the Air Force when you achieve non-commissioned officer status. And I would argue it's a little bit different these days. And I think part of it is twofold. It's us as leaders' fault and the individual who makes NCO. Because like I wonder what you would think, but I think NCOs today almost think of it as, oh, it's just another rank. I'm just like another airman because I have no power.
Oh, facts. Oh, big facts. Big facts. But I guess the point of my question about if you knew all the regs was did your mindset of the regs or what regs you looked at change to who you supervised? So like I'm just gonna be honest. Say you supervised a young black male with or a young male, I should just say male, with a shaving waiver. Would you be more keen into those regulations than if you just had like a female? Of course, she didn't have a shaving waiver.
No, believe it or not, I was uniform across the board. I just
Oh,
try to look
nice.
at it as I try to look at it as standards are important, but I try not to pick and choose which one that I would enforce based on the individual. But I try to remember that each individual is different for a reason. So
Right.
in other words, that was the approach I would use. So in other words, if I had good example, old troop of mine named Airman Grimm at the time. I don't think he's still in. Airman Grimm was from Louisiana, kind of like rough exterior. So I knew for him, I could kind of get him moving by being a little bit more authoritative. But then when it came to, say, Airman Cockrell, I knew I could use the idea of disappointment in order to get him to follow the
Mm,
standard. So I think all standards, I don't think you adjust them based on a person. It's just your approach on how you enforce them.
okay. Um, Tony Boss just said something interesting. He said NCO induction should be huge. I
I
agree with
agree.
you, but
I agree.
it can't just be like a huge event for one day and then you go back to work on Monday and you're like, damn, I feel like an airman all over again. Right? It
Yeah.
got to be a continuous cycle type. And not saying you have to do induction every week, but if you're going to have this huge induction to now you're an important part of the organization, uh, faced with more responsibility, stuff like that, then you should feel like that from that day forward. It shouldn't just be that day. Oh my God, you're an NCO. You can now give orders and things like that, and people need to follow them. Blah 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 blah. You're a non-commissioned officer. The only thing different between you and an officer is you are non-commissioned. That's it. Everything else is the same. But then when you go back Monday, it's just like, hey, Sergeant Peterson, I need you to do this. Like, yo, that's what I did when I was an airman. He said the
Well,
village should embrace it also. Right. I think that's the problem. That is not necessarily the people, it's the village. Like, even you know what I hate? Oh, you know what grinds my gears?
what's that?
When people say, oh, you're a new this rank. Oh, you're a new NCO. Oh, you're a new staff sergeant. Oh, you're a new man. It don't freaking matter. Treat me the same as a 14-year mass sergeant or a 10-year mass sergeant. Treat me the same, or a 20-year mass sergeant.
I slightly disagree with that one.
I don't go ahead. Tell me why.
I think there's enough. It's just the way it's the way it's put in the context. If I say, "Oh, you're just a brand new staff sergeant," and I treat you that way, or I assume you know nothing, then that's.
That's what I mean.
But okay, so all right, then I agree with you then. But I thought what you were saying that it is true. Like if you just put on, like if I just put on, here's my favorite example. I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Justice said it on the show. Baby chief, like, oh, you're a baby chief,
Right.
right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There's
Yeah.
some level of disrespect when it comes to
Right.
that. But in the end, let's be honest. Like if you just put on, you're a brand new chief, and I think on the flip side, for receiving that comment or that thought, there's a level of being humble in there. It's like, hey, I know I'm a brand new chief. That's cool. I'm willing to learn. I don't know everything.
Right.
But don't just assume because I'm a brand new chief and you are a seasoned chief that you can't learn from me as well. You should be using this opportunity to help me understand my role a little bit better and help me navigate through the issues that you went. But yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, I agree with you.
Hold on, I'm just sharing our live feed right now on my personal Facebook. Give me 1 second.
While you're doing that, I just shout out to everybody who supported us during the AFSA conference, man. It was a ball, man. A lot of fun and shenanigans, a lot of guest appearances, a lot of interviews. It was, man, to me, it was the best time of the conference. I learned a lot, don't get me wrong. But, you know, they always say at AFSA and at AFA, the real magic happens outside the seminars. It'd be interesting if we can get into that too, because since I've returned from AFSA, I've seen a bunch of different posts about folks look at AFSA as people are not learning anything down here. They're just partying or whatever. So it's interesting. We could talk about that. Hopefully Matt Morris is on. He has some interesting thoughts offline.
Yeah. Early allow brand new anything to promotion early allow brand new anything to exist. What does that mean?
Promoting early allowed brand new anything to exist. Maybe he's talking about Staff Sergeant Tony B. Can you clarify a little bit?
Yeah. Oh. What's up, Gonzalez? Agreed. The village is made up of some of people that confront the minimizing the importance of a senior airman, NCO, and senior NCO. I'm not with it, and we should all be doing better. I'm just saying. So tell me how do we do better? How do we do better? All right. Tony Bosick said, you should be for the most part already walk the walk. Yes, before selected. Experience. Yes. Agreed. Look, drop the bomb for you. Absolutely. I get promoted. We all say it. I get promoted based on what I did, not who I'm going to become. Hey, you know what? Fuck you.
I
Nick.
know. Yeah, go ahead. Good boy.
Right hey, freaking calling me out like that.
You called yourself out, bro. It's funny when Devon. That's what I said. Devon.
Shit.
Devon, Davin, whatever. But when they was on a post, they said you responded in third person. That joint was hilarious.
I did. That's funny.
Yes,
I missed it. Oh,
yes,
Cedric Foster.
Did.
Hey, congratulations on your retirement. Cedric Foster
what's
in
up?
the building.
Said what you been up to, bro? What you
Yeah.
been up to, man? Hit us in the comments what you been up to, bro. How's
Congratulations
retirement
on your retirement. Yeah. I've never seen a man so happy during it. That's because you ain't never conducted an interview. That's why. You ain't never conducted an interview.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm gonna tell you. If you notice when he puts up the rest of the shorts, I was the one doing all the interviewing, but he made sure
I did too.
This one.
Shout out Shay Murphy. Shout out Shay Murphy in the building. Shout out, I got your short coming up.
Oh man, he was smiling ear to ear, bro. Shapewear.
There you go. Seth Foster in the building. Seth Foster in the building. That. Yo, you missed well, he just responded. You missed the AFSA, bro. You missed the AFSA.
He's retired. Of course he ain't
absolutely. I saw Chief. Whatever.
Exactly.
Okay. How do you do better? Hold the line, hold people accountable. And when we see others making our positions less than what it is, call them out respectively. If that is not received well, then keep it moving. Just know that it exists in our organization and don't just let it continue. Man, I read that pretty good. I read that pretty good.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, Pete, let's talk about it. What do you want to talk about? Whatever you want to talk about, Nick. Except for that. Bro, we need to get you back on the show. We need to get you back on the show.
He's been violating lately, man. I'm talking. Let's see. No, I didn't miss it. I'm done, brother. But love y'all show. I agree.
I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
We gotta get you back on the show too.
Yeah, we gotta get you back on now that you're retired. The interview. Let's not talk about it.
But before I get off topic, I do want to quickly talk about it because I'm giving this speech on next Friday at the induction ceremony at JBSA. Don't forget
What?
DC is a star of the show. Thank you.
What?
Thank you, Sid. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Said,
you.
shots fired. Said, are you freaking flopping kidding me right now? Are you? Hey, that was cool. That was cool. That was really cool. That was really dope. I'm sure.
But no, seriously, I want to kind of talk about this. So in my speech, I'm going to write about my take on standards. And there was a post on a shout out to the Airman NCO page, man. I've started becoming even more of a fan, man. Even though
Not
they
a
do crazy
fanboy.
stuff.
Not a fanboy.
No, I'm serious because I tell you, let's be honest. If you're a leader in the Air Force, you are probably trolling that page because you're connected. This is a way to connect to the airmen.
Boo.
So anyway, I'm going to share real quickly just to show just the banner of what's on there because I would love to talk about it. Y'all see it?
No, wait till I put it up. All right, it's up.
Okay, well, put it up then, fool. See that? Pro tip. New generation does not care about the standards in the slightest. Look how many comments it got. 308, 205 comments, 308 reactions.
Interesting.
So the reason why I think that's interesting, and I want to touch on it during my speech is that there was some back and forth about, case in point, I don't know if you remember the days you deployed, right? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But for those who deploy, right? Y'all remember in Kuwait back in the days, they used to call it the one in sock bandits. You know, the chiefs they used to hang around and make sure you have like your ankle socks were a certain
Oh,
size.
I do remember that. Yeah,
And that you had your
yeah.
PT gear, your t-shirt
Yeah.
sucked in or tucked
Yeah.
in. I said sucked in, tucked in. So there was a joke going around like, hey, don't be the one in sock police. There's more important things to focus on. Then
Right.
you have some folks that'll say, if you don't follow the standard, even the smallest of standard, I can't trust you with the big standard. And
Well, I want to
think
know
that's
your
what
idea
some of the
about that.
commentary is in there. So here's my thing. Like, I'm kind of torn. Like, personally, like if I use the example, if I go up to a gate and I see a defender with a Bugs Bunny patch on his armor, I really don't care about that, to be honest. I mean, technically by standard, is that something he should have on his armor? Maybe not. But if it's like, say, a flight patch or it's a fire team patch, I'm cool with that. What I do have a problem with it is if you're in a conference and you got FAFO on your arm, if you know what I'm talking about, there was somebody walking around with an FAFO patch on, and I didn't think nothing of it, but then I found out what it meant. If you know what FAFO means, put it in the comments. I won't say it, but let's just say it's not an authorized
Fuck
patch.
No.
That's no, it's F around and find out. So
That's what I said.
that is not an authorized patch. That's what I have a problem with. And so to the question or what I presented, I think standards are important. It's just I think you have to be not selective is not the right word. Maybe judicious on what you're going to really attack, which is important. Up around and find out. Thank you, Shay. So interested to hear y'all thoughts. What y'all think?
Okay, my first comment is cool, but now you're picking which standards to try to enforce and which ones not to enforce. Hold on real quick. Shout out Sergeant McWilliams for being in the building. Shout out to you. Congratulations on retirement again. And Philly just gave you a shout out for your white ball or whatever y'all did. Let me see.
Can I ask a quick question real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, McWilliams, is your hubby going to IMSC? Where's he working at? On 502nd? What? Just curious if you want to drop it in the comments or send me a text. I never found out, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Good. Said Foster, excuse me, said something first. Whenever it comes to standards, you have to think from being the owner of the institution called the Air Force. How would you want the standard that you want to follow? How would you then address them not to follow them? The standard is a standard. So if the standard is the standard, yeah, the party was cool. Thanks for the invite. But if it's a standard, who chooses who to enforce what and who doesn't? Like you just said, if they have a Bugs Bunny patch on, you don't care. Even though it's against a standard, you're not going to enforce it. What's up? Shout out Daryl here for being in the building. Uh,
that's kind of slightly incorrect because I don't know if that's a standard or not. I know there's a certain standard.
Chief.
Oh man, congratulations. Going to IMSC. IMSC, shout out to IMSC. I messed that up.
Sound like a
But
foghorn.
so what I was gonna quickly say is like I don't know if that's a standard for their body armor. Like for your uniform, a Bugs Bunny patch is probably not authorized unless you got it approved through the history, the Air Force history or heraldry. Shay Murphy is not the new people not necessarily caring. It's us current leaders who let it lax and want to reel it back in.
Right.
Man, that's a man. Drop a bomb on that one.
Right.
Man, he says we let people. Oh, you dropped it off. Y'all silly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go back. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We let people get away with fine things that others in a different unit may not. Oh man. Okay. Yo, Shay hit a nerve there because it's true. Like, good example is your pararescue community. Shout out to the pararescue, man. Love y'all dudes, man. Hold on, before I say something, let's get this said Foster. If I was the CEO of the Air Force, I would need the standards to be enforced and followed. Don't matter if you agree or not. If you don't have standards, just a matter of time before you have a shit show. I'll come back to that one too.
Maggie, I see your point. I'm gonna get back to it, Chief. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like the pararescue community, love them dudes, man. I remember when I took my first command chief job at Ali Salim, we had some pararescue men working at Camp Buring who fell under the 386. So I went out there to visit them. You know, it's a little intimidating. You know, I know I'm a defender by trade, but these are pararescue men, and they're SEER folks. When I get out there, you see them there exercising, they're lifting weights and stuff, and I'm thinking like, you know, usually a defender you can connect with anybody. I mean, we're freaking defenders. I mean, we're badass. You know? But anyway, but when you got pararescue men, you like, man, these are pararescue men. So I get out there, and man, I'm seeing all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm seeing them dudes wearing Chuck Taylors. I see them wearing like North Face jackets that were like orange with their uniforms, and it's driving me. I'm like going through conniptions, like this is unauthorized, you know. And the more I start interacting with them, the more I started figuring out within their community, all they care about is mission accomplishment. And then I thought about, I was like, is that fair? Like, you think about it, their main job, the stuff that they do, and I know some people would say you're giving them a free pass, and maybe in some ways I am, but they're all about mission accomplishment. But when you go to the main base, you would never, well, maybe you would see it, but you would rarely see that type.
I don't know. I hear you. We can move on from that. Said you can't unpack that in a speech. Don't do it. The standards talk. He said you can't unpack that in a speech. He said don't do it.
Why is that?
He said because you can't unpack it. All right. Nick Jack
What do you mean
said
you
we'll
can't
be
unpack
quick.
it?
Hold up. The Pete. Who the hell's the Pete? I know as a defender, hell, I was more of a defender than Pete. Just saying.
This dude's
All
always throwing shots every show.
Always throwing.
Hilarious.
Can't just be like, you know what, Pete, I'm glad we worked together as a team at Luke. Like, it was great. You can't just say something like that.
I think it's too nuanced, Chief. Can you care, Freddie? You care to expand a little bit on that one? That's a pretty good comment.
All right. He said somebody needs to address the lack of standards, but they join the Air Force. I don't care which AFSC or mission we care. We all care about the mission. I agree.
I agree. Said only thing. Oh, great. I'll let you do it, Mark.
The same for the intel community. Ooh, the culture is also there. There are folks on very good.
So this goes
sorry.
I was gonna say this kind of goes back to that comment on Airman NCO page, right? Because I think there's some folks that seem to think like in certain communities, certain standards don't apply. And to Sed's point, it should apply across the board. But more importantly, is the consistency on how we enforce it.
There you go.
So in the end, if I can't wear a Bugs Bunny patch on my uniform, neither can pararescue or SEER, or even more importantly, your officers, your pilots who are out there wearing these unauthorized patches that Shout out to Mike Evans who brought it up to our attention at DM. You know, in the pilot culture, they have some interesting traditions, but
Mhm.
we always say like, you know, they can get away because they're pilot. I think it
Uh,
shouldn't matter.
Hey, shout out to the people in the building. Spalding, what's going on, man? K9. So look at Murphy's point, and I totally agree to this.
When I was SF, there was no room for error in standards. Fall asleep on post article. And for dereliction of duty, not wearing appropriate patch, rip it off. It's always stuck with me. First person people see when you come on, last person they see leaving. Ooh man, y'all touching my nerve. Man. We can go all day with this one. I would
Uh,
argue honestly. Go ahead.
oh, I'm just reading comments, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Standards should apply across the board, officers and listeners. I agree, Matt. So
Man, you only have
and
8 to
said
10 minutes.
Foster, yeah.
Yeah.
How much
Oh,
time do you think people want to listen to you talk about a subject? So said,
ooh.
here's what I would argue. I think it should be continuously drummed into people's head. I really do. If you got this, when you think of standards, you got this 4-star in ACC that's being, man, that's the right word, vilified, villainized, whatever those two words are.
Yeah.
But he's being the villain. It's almost like when they think of
Scrutinized.
standards, they think of him.
Yeah.
And really, let's be honest, he's saying what the majority of us want to say or we should be doing. It's not a General Wilsbach issue. It is an Air Force DOD issue. I won't even talk about the other service because I can't speak to that. But for the Air Force, it is an issue. And for people to put it on the Airman NCO page to say, new generation doesn't care about standards the slightest. And if you're enforcing the standards, you don't care about morale. Come on, man. When
Ooh.
is enforcing the standard or telling people to do what's right is not caring about morale, man?
Ooh.
Come on,
I
man.
wish I have.
Like, really?
I need to get my stream deck up because I got a lot of things. So get to the. There's 3 big points I want to get to, so we'll get to all 3 of them and then go back to Nick Jacks. So Nick Jacks said, "I understand what everyone is saying." So he's talking to everybody in the podcast. So get on them if you don't agree. Pause. But with what we have going on in the world, are we really focused on patches? I can't
Ooh,
wait
y'all
to go
jump
back
on
to
them.
that.
Y'all get him.
I can't
Y'all
wait.
get. Hey, I'll do it for you. What I would expect y'all to get many of those.
Yeah.
Many. You get many of those, bro.
Damn. Okay. Foster said, okay, I think you should go that route for your speech. Talk about the consistency of enforcing standards, but do you think they will walk away with what you want them to have from your speech?
I said, you know what? First
Wait,
of all,
we
shout
gotta
out to
get to
you
all
again.
3. We gotta get to all
Okay.
3. All right.
Okay.
However, this was a big topic at AFSA. All the component leaders spoke about the importance of standards, including Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force panel. All right, go ahead. You can go back to Sid's point.
So before I hit Sid's point, so how do
Oh,
y'all
Booney.
feel about the ooh?
I didn't hear about the Booney hats.
Oh, Jay, man, love you, girl. I'll tell you, you always all right. Okay, all right. Let me get my thoughts together. First, when I did the commanders call at IMSC this Friday, I was going over some of the things they addressed at AFSA, and one of the things I talked about was Chief Master Sergeant Air Force talking about patches, eliminating some of the patches they got out of hand. So there was a comment in the box that said, "Why is the Chief Master Sergeant so concerned about standards and not operation?" And so it didn't say Chief Master Sergeant Air Force or me as a Chief Master Sergeant. But it blew me away because I started thinking, how can you have, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but how can you have effective operations without standards? Right? What organization, whether it be military or civilian, that has no standards outlined can be effective at operations? Hell yeah, we care about patches. The small foxes spoil the vibe. So I was gonna say quickly to said, man, shout out to said, man. That dude, man, always kept me on point, man. He's got good thoughts. This is what I hope they would take from this speech on Friday. I hope that what they would take from it is, okay, 1 minute.
Matt Morris is in the building. So if you want to talk about your post, put it in there. But go ahead. All right. I just
Okay.
want to just
Welcome, Matt Morris. So real quickly, so like I was saying, I think in the end, standards matter, agree. Standards matter, agree, DC. Yeah. What I want them to take from it is I'm gonna frame the induction ceremony or their promotion of Master Sergeant as a house. You know how the analogy we say when you make Master Sergeant, you get a rooftop. and your rooftops supposed to shield the airmen from all the bullish and all that other stuff, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't mean be a cupcake and say, oh, the airmen, their morale is bad. Let's not make sure that they're wearing the correct uniform or they have a service dress ready to go or that they have a legitimate waiver. Like, bro, like standards are there for a reason. I think the issue is the consistency and how you enforce them. If you only enforce them for flight A because you don't like them dudes, but flight B, you cool with them
Right.
because y'all all rock and do the same thing.
Right.
That's the problem with the standard.
Yep.
It should be consistent across the board. And then not only that, be a good leader and follow them yourself. And then when you enforce them, do it in a manner where you're not an hole. In other words, it's nothing wrong with saying, establish a relationship with a troop. Say, hey, Airman Council, man, you looking good, man. You got that beard. You rocking that beard, bro. You rocking it, man. Yo, was it hard to you to get a shaving waiver? Well, I don't have a shaving waiver. Bro, you ain't got no shaving waiver? Ain't you supposed to have one? Man, you might want to get that squared away. Yo, I'll tell you what. Let's go to the joint. You go ahead and shave your joint. Instead of saying, hey, council, you got a shaving waiver? What? I'm gonna find out. And if you do, you're getting this letter of reprimand. So there's a way you can get after everything.
Wow. Okay. Whew. I'm gonna give you a bomb for that one.
But the boonie hats is good. That's
so there's like 7 comments. I'm gonna practice my reading real quick. So we'll get to all these real quick. Appreciate y'all for being in here and commenting, man. 3 bombs for y'all, man. Appreciate it. Eric J, shout out the what are we? First sergeants. Yeah, he said they shut down boonie hats down here at Nellis. The Wing CC pushed a request up for the maintainers to wear them on the line while working, and ACC denied the request.
That's a good one. I saw on the Airman NCO page, I can't verify, but somebody said maybe it was that commander. They disregarded the mandate put out by ACC, and he said, you wear them anyway.
Oh,
and
shit.
The airmen loved it.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the post. I've seen I've seen commanders do that. When they came out with the ball cap,
yeah,
and it wasn't approved by like some commanders, some SF commanders like, you wear it anyway.
Dang. Okay.
So that'd be an interesting topic too, but go ahead.
Yeah, let me give him. I think it's Marjorie. I think I'm saying that right. Every day I say that, Nick. I get it, but our airmen are too busy focusing on the shit and we are messaging what needs to be addressed because the airmen need to be redirected. Redirected is interesting. Interesting way to put that. Man, okay, McWilliams. Man, oh hell no. I seen some security forces people at the gate with teeth, jewelry, or accessories, and I addressed the airman, and the airman had the nerve to say, they can't make me take it out, and I'll talk to the SEL and SF, and they say it's nothing saying they can't have it, so they're good. I'm like, what? So
I'm curious. Was this here at San Antonio? I'm so curious.
Probably.
But shout out to the defenders at JBSA. They did a great job yesterday with the active shooter thing. I would love to get, yeah. I'm just giving them some credit.
Hey, don't let me get into that. Don't let me get into that. Sure. Hey, everybody gets a coin.
Thank God nobody was hurt.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Give a coin. Everybody gets a coin.
Yo. So I'm gonna share this post.
Wait. We still have so many comments.
But can I just throw this up there? Then we just add to it.
Okay.
Just real quick. It's related.
We got a lot of comments.
So there you go.
Shout out to the people.
Let me know when you see it.
Yeah,
you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, you didn't hear from me, but our commander pretty much said, F it. Y'all wear y'all boonie hats online. I'm in troop, constantly out there. I was glad as duck that makes the world difference out there to me. What do y'all think about that one?
Yeah.
According to this dude, he's like, they said, F it. Y'all wear it anyway.
That's interesting. That's crazy. I'm interested to see if the ACC commander came, if you would have the same shit. Mick Williams said, no, that was at Spangalum when that happened. You know what's crazy? And you know this just as well as they should know, or the SEL should know. 36 and 29 thing 03, I think, is the only reg that says just because it doesn't say you can't do it doesn't mean that you can. I think it says in the first paragraph. I'll find it and put it up there. But anyway, where am I? Oh, Nick Jack. Am I on Nick Jack? Yeah, Nick Jack. All right. You can never change a tradition of someone's past. You may adapt, but it's up to ones to adapt to accept. First generation, I need for you to pick up the shovel and dig. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Second generation, I need you to pick up the
shovel and dig.
Is that supposed to be shovel again and dig?
Like,
Why?
yeah,
Third generation, I need you to pick up shovel and dig. What's in it for me? He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
What do you mean he's not wrong?
So he's saying like in your generation, when somebody told you to do something, you say yes sir, no sir, and just did it. Second generation, maybe my generation, we were like, why? Like, tell me why we need to do this. The third generation, somebody said you need to pick up the shovel. They're like, is this an EPR bullet? So that's kind of
so
he's not wrong.
I'm not okay. I won't say he's wrong, but it's what we've allowed and accepted. There is nothing wrong with an airman asking why. Depends on the situation. And I think in the end, if we've allowed it so much, like, you know, it's like in this post, right? Again, shout out to Airman Insto page. Let them do. They great commentary. But in this post, people were saying, like, oh, that's why we have retention issues. Because they're headhunting airmen. But this is bullish, man. It's like they was like, oh, they're headhunting, they're on the shaving waiver crusade, whatever. Bro, like, if you got a waiver, you got a waiver. Just say you got a waiver. Now, let's be honest. Are there people in senior leadership that would love to do away with all these shaving waivers? Yeah. I will admit that. Yeah. But as far as I know, the AFI is still the same. It hasn't changed since yesterday, right? So if you get a waiver, you got a waiver. 1/4 of an inch, whatever.
I'm gonna get to
to insinuate that that's the reason why retention is down or recruiting is down is a little far-fetched in my opinion.
Yeah. Shout out to Nicole for being in the building. No, different Nicole.
Oh, my bad.
But shout out to 2C's though. But so I want to say one thing. I'm be honest here about your shaving waivers and everything else. If there's bombs dropping on Beale Air Force Base, I don't think anybody's gonna look at the dude next to him and be like, hey bro, you on a shaving waiver? Before we start going to fight these enemies, or somebody's attacking the gate or whatever, because that's what we are in the Air Force, right? We're a militant force. If we need to go to war and we need to go take a hill back in the 40s, saying somebody gonna be like, hey man, can you shave your beard before we go out there and take the hill? I don't give a what you got on your face. Let's go. Now, when we're not at war, we're just sitting inside the crib, then it becomes a big deal. So, hey, shout out McWilliams for giving us the 20 stars. Just so y'all know.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, just for y'all know. Hopefully it's incentivized y'all. We are less than 300 stars away from getting Joanne Reese just gave us 200 stars. So shout out for the 200 stars. We are less than 100 stars away from getting our subscription into Facebook. So we really need the stars. We really need the stars. All right. Man, let me get to all these comments. I'm talking a lot. So if you want to say something, and then there's 23 comments to get to.
I guess I'll quickly say before you go to the comments that it's just frustrating for me that we have folks that seem to think, oh no, that's what I was gonna say. All right, I almost lost my point. I kind of disagree with what you said, because yes, you can make the same argument that when the bombs are dropping and we're fighting the enemy, no one cares about crack cocaine and smoking weed. No one cares about coming to work in your underwear. There's a lot of stuff we wouldn't care about during that time because we had war. But my argument is that it goes back to what I said earlier. You cannot have operations without a standard, and it's no different than any other organization outside the military. If Apple says we will pay you 6 figures, but you've got to be able to wear this certain pair of shoes, or have this certain beard style or whatever. You're going to do it. If you're working for the police force, wherever they may be, and they say you can have a goatee, but it can't be like this, whatever, you're going to do it, and you have a choice. If you don't do it, you're not going to work for that institution. So why is it any different than the Air Force? If the Air Force says this is the standard by the 2903, you need to follow it. Simple as that. If you don't, you get dealt with. Simple as that. I think it's fair. I see nothing wrong with it. And the great thing about the Air Force is there's always ways to dispute it. And it goes back to what I said a couple of shows ago. It tie goes to the runner. If your supervisor says, Pete, your eyebrows are too manicured, they look faddish.
Yeah.
And you say, I think there's nothing wrong with it. 29.3 says blah, blah, blah. Got it. I don't agree with you. Let's throw the flag, instant replay. But until then, you need to get it squared away. What's wrong with that? That's how the military works. What's wrong with it?
You're right. Yo, hold on. Shout out Shay Murphy for the 99 stars. Yo, I lost track, but we need some more stars. Just hit us with stars. Just please
Anybody
give us stars.
Anybody else that give me stars, I'll do the cabbage patch. I'll do the WAP.
Why don't you do the Dougie?
I'll give you the what the duck face.
Can you do the Dougie? Can you do the Dougie?
No, yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
She said, I don't know how to send more. I don't know. Ask Mick Williams. Mick Williams did. So shout out Mick Williams for 220 stars.
Yeah,
shout out Danny Davis for being in the building. All right. Whew. This is a show right here. This is a show. She said, never mind, I figured it out. All right. So, man, we're so far down in the comments. I'm so far. Yo. Shout out Chief Williams for sending the 99 stars. Shout out Nick Jack for the 99 stars.
That's what's up, man.
Send the stars out, y'all. We need the stars. We need the stars so we can get bigger, so we can get better. Really appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
I like that one. Why ain't you been doing that? So first of all, Big, hold on. I need to do this. And that's getting annoying now. For Chief Wooten for being in the building. That's my chief. Chief Wooten in the building.
Oh, Chief Wooten.
Shout out.
And I got a conversation with you.
Shout out Harvey Lee for the 99 stars. Send the stars, baby. Keep sending the stars.
Can we go get DC for stars?
Yeah,
Just let me know.
I'll let you know.
How do you see it?
Because I have to let you know off of this. Okay. Hey, look at Matt Morris. Yo, Pete now.
Exact. Thank you.
All right, my chief says
thank you. I thought I was the only one.
My chief says stop, so we gotta stop. No more hordes. Chief says stop, we gotta stop. But shout out to y'all. We really appreciate Star. We really need them. I'm so shout out Nick Jack for the 1,000 stars.
Oh, yeah.
1,000, baby. Let's go. Keep the star train going. Shout out Nick Jack, man. All that shit you be talking, you all right.
We're talking. We ain't doing no talking. Although we appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Harvey said Jack got that mill-to-mill money. He ain't lying. And he a one-upper. All right, what are we talking about right now?
I'm trying to figure out. You said you had a lot of comments to go through. I was waiting on those. I see 108 on my side.
Yo, I can't let y'all go without the star. Like, if you don't know, these stars really, really help us in the algorithm for Facebook. It really helps our page.
You know what? Actually,
it really helps us so we can invite some more people. Oh, go ahead.
Let's call Audible. Do like a 2-minute chat about how we do our show as far as like, it's not free.
All right.
There's money that we put into the show to do it. So in other words, it's not as simple as we log on and we get on Facebook. Just give us a quick idea of what you have to do to kind of do this show.
So shout out Nick Jack for another 200 star. Hit the button.
Oh yeah.
200 stars. If y'all do a star, y'all getting shouted out. So I'll keep positive, keep doing. But to your point, no, it's not free at all. It takes a lot of time, energy, and money from all of us a part of this to do it. And I mean, just alone to have a website, to put it on all the platforms that it's on. That alone is about $200 every year, we'll say. So, about $10 a month, a little over $10 a month, $17 a month or something like that. So that alone, and then the time effort it takes to edit everything, to put everything in, time it takes to be on here and give y'all commentary. And not only do you appreciate it, but we appreciate it too. Like, so much love goes into this, man, and so much. Go ahead and hit it. Shout out my chief for the 99 stars.
Oh yeah!
All right, but yeah, man, it's a lot that goes into it, and I'm probably missing out on some stuff. But the t-shirts alone, that someone to do with it and stuff like that. Now send me my damn shirt, Chief. You need to do. You do need to do the cabbage patch. You do need to do the. You could. What the freak is that?
That's how you do it, right?
That's probably the worst cabbage patch I've ever seen in my freaking life.
What I was gonna say, I forgot. Oh
No,
yeah, so look, check out this shirt, man. If you would like a t-shirt, let us know. Give us your name and size, and I'll get y'all some.
We ain't got good standards for these shirts. I get a shirt.
And that's a good point, Chief. That I get a shirt. Yeah, exactly.
Man, you know what? We're gonna make sure. We're gonna make the shirts.
Can we get back to the topic? We is way off.
What we're talking about.
We're talking about standards, man. Unless y'all want to change the subject.
Yeah, you got to do a cabbage patch because that cabbage patch was. What is that? What is that? What the freak is that?
It's called a dance.
That is horrible.
Maybe I'll get. How about if I got Optimus Prime over here and he danced for y'all? How about that?
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope because I seen it.
I'm gonna step out. Hold on a second.
Oh, we're gonna do it. Okay, bet. I'll do the show by myself. It's even better by myself. So shout out Pete for doing the show himself. And shout out for the air horn. Yo, that dance was so trash. Yo, when he comes back, I'm gonna make sure I tell him Jack. He did look like that. That's for sure. That's for sure. That is crazy. Retentions, that was the topic. Hey, look what Nick Jack said. Look what Nick Jack said. Chief, look what Nick Jack said.
Ray Gun. Shout out to Ray Gun.
Heck no. Where's Optimus Prime?
Get ready.
Oh, okay. But so we were talking about retentions. Shay just put us back on topic. Retentions, that was the topic that she squirreled from. We still need some more stars, so if y'all want to hit some more stars from us, man, let us know. Medium t-shirt, Mick Williams, I got you. I'm just gonna make them. We'll just make them. We were going back and forth with the design and everything, but if we just keep it simple, y'all can't say nothing about it because we've been going back and forth with how this design is going to look, and it gets us nowhere but a bunch of freaking arguing. That's all it gets us to. Why you look like you taking a boo-boo? What is going on? I can't hear you now.
I'm trying to make enough room because he's pretty big.
This is crazy. All right. Okay, here we go. Nick Jack is back on topic. You knew how to fix everything. He said, change the promotion process to do face-to-face boards. What the freak is that gonna fix? No Temu shorts. Don't play me. Don't play me. What is this? Oh Lord. All right. What is face-to-face boards gonna fix? I don't get that. And are you saying for all ranks? Like staff and above, face-to-face boards? I mean, what is his camera going to? What is going on? Oh, is this it? Okay. The t-shirts don't let perfection. Hey, shout out to you, said. Shout out to you, said. Ready? He said for the t-shirts, don't let perfection be. All right, for all y'all that gave stars, here we go right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Philly DC
with Optimus Prime. Dancing for y'all.
Hey, Optimus Prime. Transform.
Oh shoot.
Hey, Optimus. Hey, Optimus Prime. Decepticon.
I'll try to get some
Okay,
music.
so
Is
now
that
I
it?
had to set up the app, but that's part.
That's what we were waiting for? Was that?
Well, I got more than that, man. I got to set up the app, man. Go ahead, just keep talking. I'm
He
set
said
up the
make
app real
cheese and
quick.
change the goals. All right. We can easily put things on paper and get decorations, but place. So what is the face-to-face board gonna do? My whole thing. God, Nick be cracking me up, man. That's Australian breakdown. That's the Optimus Prime.
What'd he say?
That's a that's a Kia Optima.
What'd he say?
He said that's not an Optimus Prime. That's a Kia Optima.
He a hater. He's a
Kia
hater.
Hey,
All
someone
right,
got
ready?
look
All
like Daddy.
right.
Shot Daddy David. Somebody got too much hot. Hold on, my chief made a comment. Hold on, my chief made a comment. Hold on. Everybody be quiet. Be quiet. This is the Chiefs' money. I thought I was gonna get. I'm going to finance tomorrow because clearly I ain't getting paid right. Right. Clearly.
Can I do it now?
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
All right, go ahead. We're gonna have Optimus play the guitar.
All right. Like today? Oh. What?
All right.
This is crazy.
Thanks,
All right.
Optimus. Appreciate it.
All right. Face to face would only be an upheld standard during that time. Like when people look sharp at banquets, exactly what I think about face to face. I'm so far against face to face boards.
Why is that?
Having that big of an influence. If it's a tiebreaker, cool, good to go. But as far as anything else, and who the freak would do face to face boards? Like, where would they be getting done at? Would you go on Zoom?
Well, they've been doing face to face boards for years. They're doing for BTZ awards. I'm not a.
How about
You ain't
them
no
Cowboys
such
at
thing.
the Super Bowl?
Ain't no such thing as getting stars back, brother.
But we
But
appreciate
anyway,
stars.
Yeah, but we appreciate the stars. But anyway, we have been doing promotion boards for a long time. Not saying I agree with it. I think what's that say? But look how many folks will get into standards with a face to face.
I agree with that.
What is he trying to say?
Like basically, you get your uniform set and make sure your hair cut, make sure everything's within regs because you're going to do a face to face board to try to get promoted. I definitely agree with it. It's almost like incentivizing.
What's wrong with that though? That's the whole
Yeah,
point of it. Why do you think they do that
especially-
for first sergeant?
What do we do for first sergeant? What do we do for first sergeant?
No, it's the same thing they do for first sergeant because they do pictures for you guys, right?
Not no more.
Oh no, yes they do.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes,
You're
they
right.
do.
Dang, man, let me take my diamond off. Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, yes they do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they do. But I've never heard of. I mean, I never heard of anybody disqualified for their face to face or their picture. Marjorie says,
Oh
no.
yes, it happens many a time.
So what do you tell them? You look fat?
I had this one guy who was an LRS guy who put in for first sergeant duty. We passed him, we pushed him forward from the wing, but I won't mention his name. There was a
for
man
promotion.
chief
My bad.
there was a first sergeant at the match com that said no because he looked fat in uniform.
That's crazy. That's just asinine crazy to me. Face to face. Somebody look, F that. Somebody tell, I'm gonna call audible. Somebody tell me, is that not crazy to disqualify somebody out of a DSD because how somebody subjectively thinks they look in a uniform? Somebody let me know if that's crazy or not. All right, Chief, you're not gonna let me know. Okay. Face-to-face boards brings out the best in folks. You can have an all right package, but really shine the face. Yeah, I agree. Or it can really hurt you as well. I was mistaken. I thought it was for promotion. Standard is not crazy. A chubby, yeah. as a chubby shirt, I'm Lee, what the? Hey, shout out Nick Ramsey. He's a K9 handler. Shout out to you, man. Retirement. I got you. We got you. I know we just talking about military shit, but we can talk about whatever. Depends on DSD. Marjorie, what you think? What DSD do you think? Like recruiter, I guess, TI, something like that would be. If that's the case, then we need different standards for cops that work at the gate. If we're gonna do that. Face-to-face sports gets too political. Who ultimately makes the standards? We base it on persons who's. That's how I. Shout out to Joe Guy. That's my dog too. Shout out to him, bro. That's how I agree. It gets too political. It definitely does. Nick Jack, shout out to you as well. If you want my honest, we always want your honest opinion. I think we're getting lazy when it comes to the uniform. What do you mean lazy?
So wait a minute. Man, I'm kind of confused. Didn't Nick Jack say something about against standards earlier or something to that effect? And now he said we're getting lazy about uniforms. What is he?
No.
What do you mean by
saying
lazy?
patches? He was saying patches.
Oh, but why can't patches be the same as uniform? Isn't that part of the uniform?
Look, Shane Murphy said, like the first day of school, you have a fly uniform to report day. Iron uniform, fresh patches set you up the first impression. Yep, I agree. Like when you show up the first, everybody remember when you show up the first day at your job, you iron your stuff, you look sharp, make sure you got a haircut. Man, I don't go into work until I get a haircut. Not at all. First of all, I got chubby after taking the job. It was stressful. I agree. People gain weight, lose weight. You know, it should not be and that's Chief, kind of what I said. Showing a picture of somebody and judging them if they get a job or not after just a picture is crazy to me.
Yeah, I'm not saying I disagree. I agree with you. I think the issue is subjectivity is okay. You have served many years in this organization. You had a right to tell someone you don't look professional. I agree.
No, the
My thing is-
professional thing.
my-
That is a different thing.
My issue is that they have this, when I mean your senior leaders had this idea of a perception of a first sergeant, that you guys are all strictly standards, which is also it is a misguided thought anyway, because we're all supposed to be about standards and discipline. So all of that responsibility gets put on first sergeant. And so they think, how can we have a first sergeant enforce the standard? And one of the standards is PT, when we have a first sergeant who is overweight or can't pass a PT test or doesn't get a more than a required number for a PT test. I don't agree with that one bit. I think there are leaders out there, and I won't mention names or where they're at, that don't look great in uniform, but they're phenomenal leaders. And I'm not trying to advocate to say people should be overweight in the military. I get it. We're a fighting force. We should be within, a certain amount of have a certain amount of physical fitness. But to Margie's point, there are some people that have some wounds. Maybe they got injured. Maybe they just had a baby, medical procedure where they seem to gain weight. That doesn't mean they're not an effective leader.
Right.
And I just find it interesting that for first sergeant, because they don't do that for command chiefs. Back in the day when I went up for command chief, there was pictures. But now they don't do it for command chiefs. In fact, even for award packages in most places, they don't even do boards. They don't even put your name on award package.
Right.
But for first sergeants, you got to submit a photo.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I think to eliminate somebody, if you just want to see, I don't even know why you would do a picture. I was about to say if you want to see somebody, but you can go on somebody's Facebook page if you want to see somebody. I don't get it. Nick Jack, I'm gonna disagree with you with this one. Wash and wear looks like shit. Snatch them shirts like BDUs. Oh, starch them shirts like BDUs and go back to shining boots.
Thing. In the AFI in the 29.3, it says you can't wear a block cap. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, like how people get blocked their cap, pro cap.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, by AFI, you can't do it. I'm curious, what do you think about block cap?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I'd be honest with you, I think they look bad. I mean, it just looks bad.
Oh, I don't care. Like stuff like that. Does
I
not
had one.
move
My man, shout out to Andy Gilbert, bought me one when I was a command chief, but I was like,
Can you hit the button for me? We have some more stars. Woo! Shout out to my boy Eric J for them 99 stars. Shout out to him. We still need some more stars. So if you haven't done your stars, Cedric, go ahead and put your stars in there, man. We appreciate you for this star.
How many stars are we at total today?
I lost. It would take me after the show to figure all that out.
Anyway,
but,
all right. Well, let's
not enough.
Let's
not
press
enough.
Let's press
So Cedric said, I did that every day. Iron my uniform and make sure I was squared away. It's what's expected of you. Do you still iron yours?
And to this day, I still iron my uniform.
Yeah. I know you were sharp in BDUs, except for that one day.
That's part of my speech that for Friday is the profession of arms. To me, the profession of arms in some cases are lost. Like there are certain things that you do because of the profession of arms. One of them is making sure your uniform is squared away, it's clean, serviceable, and it looks sharp. You have people that say, "Oh, I'm glad we don't have to iron our uniform because back in the day, people used to get favored because they look good in uniform." Well, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Like, isn't how these same people that have an issue with ironing their uniform are getting a brand new uniform, yet they go to the club, they J's look fresh, they got some nice cologne on and a good looking suit. But yet and still, when you tell them they need a new service dress, they get upset. Now remember at AFSA, there was a lot of questionable service dress and mess dresses out there.
Oh, not questionable.
There was a lot, there was a lot. I felt bad. I wanted to do one of those infomercials where save a service dress today. If you see these service dresses, you see the slow camera go to the service dress, look at the buttons about to pop off. They're asking for help. They're like, please save me. I don't fit you anymore. I'm about to bust. Get you a new service dress and mess dress, bro. Lady.
All right. Well, first of all, I can't get to all the comments. We're losing track of all these, so I'm gonna go down a little bit. I don't know how to do these stars. Said, help us out. Figure it out, man. Figure it out. Just like you said about the shirt. Don't worry about it's perfect. Just get them to us. Hey, shout out Mick Williams for shotting the star trend. I'm sorry. I thought it was train. Star trend today. Y'all welcome. We appreciate that. No, we really, really do. Appreciate everybody who did. I iron mine. I don't start you because the kids are daffy. Marjorie said, preach. That's okay. We got let me see. Long time listener, first time caller. Abraham? Did I say that right?
Abraham, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm not mad at the shirt application getting denied based off their appearance. Ooh, it's a time where people expect their best foot forward, and if it's then, there's a chance you'll pass on an opportunity. I can't ride with you. I'm trying. I can't ride with you. I cannot see you denying somebody for a position that they're going to influence people because of how they look. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what you look like. I really, 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 really don't. I don't care if you're fat, small, big, whatever.
I can't ride with you on that one.
Oh, well, let me get some more comments and we're gonna go. Leadership is hard. That's why everyone can't do it. Oh, shoot. People won't like you if you want people to like you.
I'm gonna say that one for my speech, bro. I'm gonna take a picture of that one.
Oh, go sell ice. He said, "Go sell ice cream." Goodness,
like
great,
bro. You saying this because you retired, bro? That's pretty harsh, man. Baskin Robbins, what type of ice cream you talking about? Cupcakes, what? Strawberry shortcakes, what?
Shout out to the Chief Counsel for renewing his AFSA.
Oh man, you know what? Hey Justin. This is the individual that said I was running out of my joint. And I just saw my Facebook post, messenger post 2 days ago, man. Sound like I'm good because he said it was my handwriting is bad. So there was a number missing, but they said it's squared away. So thanks a lot, Justin. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Shirts need to be
diverse.
Thank you.
Like every other organization.
Exact. Thank you, Harvey. Thank you. 100%.
But what do you mean diverse? Do you mean as far as in size or what?
Okay, yeah, good question. Yeah, diverse in everything. Career field, size.
It should not be the sole reason to deny an applicant. I agree.
100%. I agree. He said because he's retired. That's why he said it.
Burn it on fire.
He said been saying that to people in speech. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Just say you're good to go. Hey, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
All right, and send some stars while you're at it, Justin. But all right, so Danny, man, I love when Danny Davis comments. I've been out of the game for a minute, but DC, you're on the money. Image does and always matters. Picks don't matter when you have your shit together.
Because he's right. Because I remember a memory just flashed in my head at Yokota. When this dude he worked training, Danny Davis was super sharp in uniform, and when he gave us instruction, he looked the part. Like he was.
Well, first of all, he's 6'7".
Yeah, man. But still, he looked sharp. If he was a bag of, then it'd be different or something.
Yeah. But shout out Danny Davis, man. One of the phenomenal leaders that we lost in the Air Force.
Another quick good example is like my boss, Major General Allen. When I'm out and about with him on trip, he's always keeping up with his physical fitness. It's hard to keep up with that dude. That dude walk fast as hell, man. So it's you can do it. It's just what you think is important.
All right, so two things. Just because you have been in for a long time doesn't mean that you've been effective for a long time or that you're still effective. Subjectivity and the human elements will take a lot out of us. Nick Jack says, again, okay, I must have missed it. I'm sorry. When you're attracted to someone, you're going to look your best, right? 100%. Do that when you're in uniform.
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard to keep that mindset.
Just feel like with Margie is it should not be the sole reason. It should be just another fact.
All right. Image matters because that's the first thing that you get judged off. If someone comes in looking like a rollout of the back of a trunk, Philly had one of those moments where he rolled out of a car, come to work like that. But anyway, imitating people assures they're terrible at the job. Interesting. I'm sorry. If you could look like anything, you haven't, or why haven't we had an overweight chief master sergeant in the Air Force? Think about that.
We haven't. I don't think. We haven't.
I'll try to think.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
So?
Maybe mean as hell, but I kind of want to bring that up too. We're all over the place.
Wait. Hold on. Let me ask that about chief. Is that genetics or is that hard work?
Huh?
Is somebody not being fat? Is that genetics or is that hard work? Just because somebody big doesn't automatically, you can't automatically assume they're not working hard or they're not trying. But some generals look like a bag of
not mine. Not mine, but yeah, they do. They do.
But yeah,
they do. But it's funny. I remember 2 years ago, and said jump in. I think you might have heard it too. There was a movement of questioning PT standards when it came to airmen today, especially our cyber airmen. They said, "Who do you think is the most lethal airman? The one who's carrying a pack of gear and an M4 rifle, or the one behind a computer desk in front of the computer?" And they said behind the computer. They said, if that's the case, what's wrong with them drinking Mountain Dew and some tortilla chips? As long as they can control the drone or hack into a computer. But didn't we just say earlier the standard should matter to everybody?
It should. You're right. But then again, that's pretty cool. I actually like that. But then again, if you're doing the mission, nobody's gonna care. Like if I need to look over your shoulder while you drive this drone up Taliban's butt to defeat ISIS, whatever, I'm not gonna be thinking like, man, this dude's 300 pounds. I don't think he's gonna be able to drive this drone where it needs to go. Nobody's gonna be thinking that. Now, after, hey, I appreciate you doing a good job. You did a great job. Now they're gonna go talk to Chief Counsel and be like, hey man, what's this PT test look like? After he blew everybody up and did the mission he needed to do. But it's just like, I bring it back to, you do this too. All leadership does that. If your general is coming out to a base and it'd be like, hey, we're gonna have a part where people are gonna get coined, you know how that always happens. You try to put people who are look the part and not people who
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Like,
So we do it too.
why would I put somebody up to get a coin? It look like they just rolled down the hill, bought, like, 3 different javelinas, and then brushed themselves off, and they had pizza stains on their boots. Why would I do that?
Because they're
I
not
mean,
getting
think when you get no, no,
wait,
no,
can I
you
answer?
give the coin to them no, I was gonna say quickly say, you give the coin to the most deserving, and even though they may have a messed up uniform, they gotta earn it. I hate
I
that
hate
coining issue. Who's that? I can't
that shit.
say.
But what I'll say is, you're proving my point. Can they do the job?
No, what I'm saying is, it's almost like, and maybe I misread what you said. It's almost like you're saying, we always put up the people who look the best in uniform or whatever. In the end, it's not just that, it's they've gotta be able to have the performance. Now, there was a chief, I can't
Ooh.
remember his name, that put out a post that says, "If you're gonna get coined by the chief of staff, don't send me anybody with a beard. That's just a
Right.
rite of passage." That's wrong. Now, that's wrong. But even though you might be the person the sharpest in your section, but if you're going to get coined by the chief of staff and you go in your boxers or you got like 2 different sets of uniforms on, I'll send you, but we gonna have a chat before you go. Like, bro, you need to get that stuff cleaned up before you
Yeah,
go in
yeah.
there. You should
That
represent yourself properly.
right. And that part I will agree with you. I don't care how big, small, tall, short, black, white, green, yellow, beard, mustache, shaved head, whatever. But your supervisor should look at you and be like, if I'm taking you to mom's house, how are you going to look?
Yeah, and that goes back to what we said earlier. The problem is the when we
All right.
talk about when I said it's about the consistency and what we accept. The issue is not General Willsbach. The issue is the supervisor.
You're right.
Supervisors who are not holding the line, and part of it is their support because I'm sure there are a lot of supervisors, especially young ones, who are afraid to deal with the IG or the EO if somebody makes a complaint. My message to them Friday is going to be go through it. You know what? This
Don't spill the
lady, Ray,
beans.
no, I'm just gonna say this lady Ray Gun. I would use that analogy, Ray Gun. She's the Australian
Right.
break
Break
dancer
dance.
in Olympics.
Mhm.
You know what I loved about that? Even though she kind of destroyed breaking for the next Olympics, I would give her this. I was gonna play the video, but the way she looked when she went out there, she was like, she knew that she was gonna win. I mean, confident in everything. And then afterwards, when people just like slammed her, they put memes about her all over the place. I would equate that to the IG, the EO, nothing against the IG. I'm just using an example. She still got on camera and said, look, when they called me, they said that I can go. That I
Yep.
represented my country well.
I give her that.
That was my art, blah, blah, blah. And it's the same thing for supervisors. When you enforce the standard, hold the line. Yeah, you might go through some scrutiny with the IG or the EO or your commander, but if you know you're right, execute.
Right.
And if you're wrong, you take your licks and then you move on. But
Right.
don't be afraid because of the public scrutiny. Anyway,
Yep. Right.
thank
All right. Go back to these comments. Score Struther says, I'm getting my reading in today.
you. All right, what's up?
That type of individual thinking is what's wrong right now. PT is one of the many standards. Organization fitness is a great way to observe the temperature of your organization. I've always been confused with why we seem to search for the reason to lower PT as a necessity.
Man, I agree. I've always felt like we put too much stock on PT. And what I mean by that is I don't know if the Space Force is doing it or still doing it. I think we should do away with tests altogether.
Yeah.
It should be tracked by some type of metric on your watch or your
Yeah.
phone, and then we hold you accountable for that. But these scores, you gotta get a 75, and then you have some people my favorite, when I was at Andrews, they said they was telling Ravens you had to score a 90
That's
in
so
order to
stupid.
main
That's so
really? You know what I'm saying?
stupid.
Like, it's a standard.
That
It's
is so
75 is the
stupid.
baseline. And
Yep.
then for first sergeants, if you let's say you get a test under 80, then they expect you, if you wanna apply, you gotta get, like, over an
That's
85
so
or
stupid.
something. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous,
that's
man.
so
It's a
stupid.
standard. Because you got people out there, you can roll down the street and they got 90s on their PT test.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right. So Joe commented on this. Nick Jack made the comment. So I'm gonna read this and then go straight to Nick Jack. So how does someone look good in uniform makes them an automatic leader? I'm not saying looks like trash, but we need to take a step back from our bias. The back in the day mentality won't help us in the future. The standard is subjective, but the way we are headed needs to be more direct. Does iron my OCP discredit me from guarding the gate? Hold on. I'm gonna let you get to that, but Nick Jack says, where is it? All right. He said, Joe Guy, it doesn't at all, but I feel we've gotten away from taking pride in our standard when it comes to dress and appearance. All right, we have a lot more, so I'll let you get to that one first. What Joe Guy said, does iron my OCP discredit me from guarding the gate?
I think Nick Jack nailed it, man.
Yeah.
It's not about, no one says because you got a nicely pressed OCP that you're a leader. And if you don't, you're not a leader. It's about taking pride in how you look in uniform. And I think to Nick Jack's point, I would argue with the introduction of OCPs and the idea that there is a battlefield uniform that you don't have to iron. It says in the AFI you can lightly iron whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean you could just, I mean, could you get it out the dryer, snap it and put it on? You could, but what is the harm in making sure it looks good? Like, again, you can almost say, does it make you an attractive person to not have a wrinkled pair of slacks or khakis or jeans or a bunch of crap on your Jordans when you go out to see somebody? What is the chances that someone would be attracted to you if you walk into a store and it looked like you just fell down 3 flights of stairs and you've got the pig pen uh, dust and smell coming off of you, and you say, "Why should she not talk to me? I mean, you shouldn't judge me how I look." That still matters. Do you
Right.
have to do it? No. Is it important? I agree with Nick Jack. It is.
Right.
Especially if you at the front gate. When you at the front gate, you are the face of the Air Force. If there's anybody that should make sure they look good, it's at the gate. Is it in the AFI? No. But I would tell you, if I was a flight chief, I'm like, look, y'all at the front gate, y'all the face of the installation. Whether you like it or not, part of your duties at the gate is to represent the service. That's just how it is. Anyway.
All right. Abraham, I love that you're a first time caller, man. And I love your perspectives. Even though I don't agree with them, I love that you're mentioning them. And nothing more do I love about this show, but different perspectives. Because my perspectives, if sometimes toe up, if nobody agrees with me. So I'm going to disagree with you on this. But certain jobs being chubby won't matter. In the example of first sergeant's appearance matters, the new airman will be the first to say hi. Well, the first sergeant looks like, I don't give a
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
what you say I look like. My job is to help you and get you the resources. Nowhere in there do I need to look a certain type of way to get you those resources and help you. Nowhere in there. But all right, we'll get to all these comments because there's a lot. I don't want to discredit nobody's comments. Joe said, or Justin says, what's the saying? The standards you walk by is the standards you accept, right?
I mean, that's true. That's true. I mean,
But
yes.
you can't sit there and remember every single standard. And maybe I'm not walking. Oh, well, I guess if I'm walking by them, I knew the standard, just walk by. McWilliams says, if we are fighting most of the wars in cyber now, I feel the military is going to lose the focus on PT to help with the retention. Yes or no?
I think it's happening now. I think it's happening now.
All right.
And I think that's part of the argument. Anyway, go ahead.
Yep. Still hold line, let the people exercise their rights to go to IG and EO. There's a process in place for that reason. Yes. Go to IG and EO.
I mean, they say, all right, I'm going to go to the IG. That's fine. Go to the IG. Go through the system. I mean, it's no different than a police force. You make a bad call, a bad read, and you do something wrong, expect to go through some type of investigation. It's normal. Is it stressful? Yes. That shouldn't stop you from upholding the standard.
Yeah. If you take pride in your uniform, you take pride in your job. So look good, play good. Oh, in the words of Prime Time, if you look good, you play good.
I
If you
agree.
play good, you feel good.
I agree.
I think
There are
we
many
should
times
adopt
I
that.
look good in uniform and I had to go do
Man,
a QC. I was rocking it. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was like, it was like a superpower for me.
and,
And to this day, I still iron my uniform. Anyway,
you know when Nick Jack gives you a 100 or is positive about you, is something really good because he don't give anybody
yeah, I
credit for
agree.
anything. But I think we should adopt that saying because I think it hits home for the younger generation. It also hits home from our generation because I agree with you. Nobody takes a Facebook picture or Instagram picture or any other picture that they send to somebody with some wrinkled ass shit on. Oh,
It's very rare. Very, very rare.
or
Very
if they do, they're just trying to be funny. So just think like
authentic.
take a picture of yourself every day and say, would I send this to somebody? Like you said,
Right.
if you look good, you play good. When you play good, you feel good. 100%. When you have pride in what you do and care about, with your name tape, your last name on it. Yeah, I think that's kind of a thing in the past. Nobody really gives a shit about that no more. Nobody
Oh,
cares
y'all
about that
feel
no more.
hey, y'all feel free.
Nobody
Hey,
cares about that no more.
hey, y'all feel free to get them. Y'all
Nobody
feel
cares
free to
about
get
that.
them. That's part of the problem. That's part
All
of the
right,
problem.
Daffy 36 2113. That's not the only thing first sergeants are in charge to do. Yes, I'm going to help you, but you also have
I
the
agree.
responsibility to enforce standard. 100%.
I agree.
I agree with you.
That's part of the thing I'll probably put in my speech too is like y'all brand new master sergeants. You don't have to have a diamond to enforce the standards. Enforce the standards now. You should have been doing that anyway.
Yeah. All right. It seems like a lack of.
That goes to Jay. That goes to okay. It's part of the problem. Thank you.
It's probably the
Thank you.
problem.
I do it for you. There you go. Hey, so lack of mentorship is part of the profession of arms, man. Like that. I mean, that's why do I have to convince supervisors to tell their troops to go to their own induction ceremony? Like,
Oh,
why?
man.
Why
Oh,
do I have
man.
to convince supervisors to make sure they lovingly tell their airmen who got recognized for the award, by the way, to go to an award ceremony? I get oh, I'll send you a note, Chief, offline why they won't go. Oh, just let you know, they
Not
want to stay home
offline.
because they're tired. Oh, but you want to win the award, but you don't want to go to the
Right.
award ceremony. You want to get promoted, but you don't want to go to the social. There's thousands of people in the Air Force that did not get promoted.
Right.
You get promoted, but you all of a sudden you don't want to go to promotion social. I tell people all the time, you win an award, that's part of the deal. You will go to the ceremony. Oh, I know I didn't win. How do you know? Oh, a good friend at the group of the wing told me. Guess what? You going anyway. Stand up, get recognized as a nominee, and go. I mean, it's just ridiculous. All right, rant.
Yo, that's a crazy one as well. Is that when people know they didn't win for whatever reason? I mean, whatever. I ain't gonna sit here.
That burns me up when
And they be like,
you know
oh,
how
I
many
didn't win
times I had to
anyway, so
go,
I'm gonna go.
and I know I wasn't gonna win. I had to sit.
Yeah.
It's like going to the Oscars, like, and CMS sorry council. You sitting there like, I know I'm not going. And the winner is you like, you know you're not gonna win, but that's part of it. Oh man, what's that? Oh, all right, video game stuff. All right, Corey.
Yeah,
Still
Struthers.
complaining about
who is
those
that?
$30, but just cop that PS5 and man,
Who is that a
$30.
shot at? Who is that a shot at?
Yeah,
Shot
yeah,
at.
yeah.
I didn't get the new Madden, but
I did. I got the
think
Madden, even though I suck
we
at it.
should do away with the dumb.
Ooh.
Whoa. Wait a minute, Sam.
Hey, Sam, you
Sam.
trying to set the world on fire. Hey, pause, bro. Pause. You cooking too much, bro. The pot is
Whoa.
overflowing. Let's slow down now. Slow down.
Oh, wait, sorry. Shout out to my homie Jen in the building for watching the show. Short said, "Oh, the strike. Okay, so the landing fee or the okay.
So no, I will agree with that. Shout out to the bases, including
Shit.
GM, that did not charge landing fees. Landing fees should be paid by the private org, not the promoter.
Big William said back in the day, a few weeks ago, I used to tell my people if they have to be the one to correct someone in their section, I'm gonna get in there. But coming back to get in your It's everyone's job to hold each other accountable. Even me, I told them if I don't look the part, that's the big. Oh shoot, that's the big thing. If I don't look the part, man, somebody need to let me know as well. All right, I need to see when Sid is going to say something
I just
about.
need to know, do we need to have an after dark show for retirees? Because y'all just lighting the whole world on fire.
Foster said,
I know he's fucking mad spicy.
Yeah,
Mad spicy.
Jesus.
Say that for another show, bro. We still, some of us are still in the belly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go to work centers and recognize. He said, "Go to work centers, recognize them, and keep it moving." He said, "Damn, won't support him, but want free." Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
Did you put the disclaimer up there?
Oh shoot!
The thoughts and stuff does not represent what Cedric Foster saying. It represent unpopular celebrities. I'll add in there. Anything that comes from the Unpopular Celebrities podcast and Chief Master Sergeant Cedric Foster retired is all unofficial. None of these conversations or comments, as well as from former Senior Master Sergeant retired Mick Williams, or guest represent DOD or Armed Forces as a whole. We're good.
All right, or anybody else. Everybody else
or
in the comments,
retirees,
any of the guests, any of that.
I am forced. We are for ceremony.
Yeah, Jesus. He said, hey, bro, you won. Let me get that paperwork at the end of the day. Can you push that memo to me, though? But congratulations. 100% as an airman, telling me my patches was wrong the other day honestly slipped up on me, but felt good to get corrected by him. I respect people when they correct me all the time.
Oh, what was wrong with your patch?
He said patches was wrong the other day, probably on the wrong side.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's the profession of bombs right there. You like,
man, I love that.
I know I could just ignore you, but you know you right, bro. You right.
Damn.
You know
yeah.
Just the way you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I don't care. Tell me I'm effed up. Like if I have a booger in my nose, don't be like, hey, bro, can I talk to you over here real quick? Hey, just to let you know, like, I don't know, like you have some hanging out. You're like, yo,
it's just,
P, you got a booger out your nose.
I just think there's a way you do it, man. Like when I had the services patch on, Chad got me good, man. I think, and that's another conversation. I think in the end, when it comes to being a supervisor or a leader, it's all about the relationship you have with people.
Right.
It makes it so easy to make corrections. You can't just expect to not talk to somebody for 6 months, even though they're on the next cubicle over to you. And then all of a sudden you come in hot, ready to get them on their uniform. They're like, who the hell are you? Take these dumb patches away from the uniform. Hey, you know what, man? Look, let's set up a separate chat for the retiree. I mean, god dang.
Goodness.
Dang, man.
I thought I don't want to say the negative one, but he's almost like, look, why these patches matter seriously. They make us tribal.
Okay, I do agree. So that's what Chief Flossie said. I agree. I think we got out of hand. When you have people making all these patches and you don't know if they're legit, Foster, go on a walk, man.
Damn. No, Foster, stay here. We need the energy. I like that energy. Hey.
No, honestly, hey, shout out to Seb, man, because like this is one of the things that make the show so popular. I would humbly say. It's because this is your opportunity to be in a space where you can vent. Although Seb is venting a lot, it's an opportunity for you to say a lot. But he's right. If it was up to me, I agree. We should do away with the patches. Just make first responder patches. And even more importantly, I would take this part off the sleeve, put your chevrons back up there, put the officer rank on the collar, and then put your MAGCOM squadron patch on your chest like we did for the BDU. That would eliminate these ideas, because if you eliminate patches, they're going to be like, because I was one of them at first. When I left DM, I said, I am not wearing my SF patch no more. I'm not. But then I got there, I was like, man, I got all this space, this Velcro loop space. What do I fill it up with? I'm not an air advisor. I didn't do Arctic. I'm not a Raven. I'm not MCA. What can I put there? I'm gonna look like a rookie because I only got one patch. But that's all you earned is one patch.
Somebody has something positive about patches. So patches show pride in the mission. They do not need to be in good taste. They do need to be in good taste, but still, why are we sweating the subject at all. Sweating the subject at all.
Yeah.
It shows how good we got it in the U.S. Air Force and worried about patches. That's kind of what
I
Jackson
appreciate the
said.
comment, but I must admit, I'm driving fat kid. That was interesting.
Chevron's back would be big for the win. Be a big win.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
So let me go ahead. I'm sorry.
about the patches, why are we sweating about patches? Because they're getting out of hand. That's why. I don't think, I don't know how long OCP's been mandatory. Last October, maybe October 22, something like that.
That's something.
Yes, sir. Somebody find that fact check for me. But it's been around for at least 2 years. And I don't think nobody cared about patches then. But when they started to get out of hand, when everybody wanted a patch and you started getting things like, I saw a optometrist, I think I'm saying that wrong, in Make Group, wearing one that says eyes. Like, that's crazy. That's when it gets out of hand. When somebody has 3E3, which I think that's structures.
Oh, be careful. That's the E community. Shout out to them, man. Hey, gunshots to them.
They can't have structures. They got to have 3E3. And then it's like 3 lines this way, 3 lines that way, 3 lines this way. So when that gets like that, then it's crazy. Y'all need a narrator because Pete's fighting for his life. My man Abraham said 3-3. Shout out 3-3 in the building. He said 2021, so it's been around a lot longer than I think. But yeah, patches is getting way out of way.
So going back to the comment from there he is. Boston talking to Spice. Patches show pride in the mission. You need to be good taste. But still, why we already talked about that one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So here's my quick take on his comment.
He don't rock with the 3-3 lines. Thank you. Here's
my thought. I think
shout out Faith.
Oh, Faith, what's up, girl, in the building? They are getting by out of hand, just like ribbons and so many other dresses. Over-explain some, but leave doors wide open to others. Make it make sense. I agree.
Wow, he saw PhD patch.
Please.
PhD. Is that a doctor? Is that supposed to be
fool? Yeah, I guess. Hopefully that's what it means.
That's crazy.
Patches are almost like trading like Pokemon cards.
Yes,
Everybody wants the latest Pokemon. Gotta catch your ball. 3-3. Raven.
Hey.
Soup.
Hey, Set is getting back. Look, Set is getting back on point. This is what I agree with. How do we take care of our airmen and our teammates is what we should be focusing on. People don't feel safe in a space that they are showing up to every day. DEIA and safe spaces are real thing. I totally agree with that. He said, look, doctor, look.
So here's my thing. I think to Sed's point, that all is a prerequisite to getting to having safe spaces. When you have clear standards and you have leaders that are unafraid to enforce the standard, I think that helps build safe spaces. I think when you have a lack of standards, and even more importantly, leaders who are not willing to uphold the standard, then you have this nonsense going on in offices where people feel bullied, they feel harassed, discrimination, and things of that nature. So I think this all encompassing. You cannot have a safe space without a standard being upheld. Sometimes you'll have some people say, I would rather have a leader who is strict on standards and less, a friend to let me get away with stuff. And I agree, as long as it's done professionally in the right way, in the right context.
Hey, Seb made a comment. We teach people, I think it's how to do all things except for how to respect and lead other human beings.
That goes back to what I was just saying.
If that could be taught. I really don't think that could be taught.
No, I think it can be. I think it can be taught. It's a matter of if people can receive it and be able to execute. Because some people just born a-hole. They just not good with people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They just, no matter how many times you tell them about emotional intelligence and respecting other people's culture, and they come from different walks of life. Some people is just still a
He said, "Talk to them. Don't talk about patches for 3 hours, but for 5 minutes about missing elements in the workspace."
And Madden was ready to set the building on fire till he even retired yet.
Listen, man. Let's keep it real. Oh, okay. I'll skip that. All right. God damn. Wait a minute. All right. Yo, I love you, bro, but whoa. Chill with the
No,
race.
I think that's a good I think that's a good
Okay.
topic.
Well, look,
I
you
don't
read
think
it.
it's
You read
all. All right, said Chief Master Sergeant, retired Cedric Foster, who is not a member of Unpopular Celebrities, says, "Listen, man, let's be real. That white NCO that grew up with a father and mother in home and from the suburbs don't know how to bite a black airman. Maybe I don't know how to bite a black airman in front of the industry. Maybe connect with him. I I disagree. There are some out there. There are, but there are also some that are advocates, and they're all for whatever race. I think the key is again it goes back to the standard you've got. Now the problem is if you've got the senior leader who is like that, then you got a lot of problems because ideally your senior leader is the gatekeeper, is he not? It's not all
True.
but the same another way, right? Your
Sure.
senior, in other words, if me being the command chief master sergeant, if I don't give two ducks about certain type of races and I got stigmas about certain races and genders and stuff, and in your section, you're experiencing that issue, and you say, "Well, what can I do to fix it?" It's hard to fix it when your senior leader approves of it, because then where do you go? Your only option then is to go to, I mean, Beyond Me or the IGEO. But let's imagine if I, as the senior leader, feels that everybody should be treated equally, uphold standard and all that stuff, you feel more comfortable to attack the problem in the organization if you have a leader that's for it. But to
Mhm.
Seth's point, there are people out there like that, but no.
I mean, I would think it. Oh, we. Uh, I'm not telling you now. When General Forces for squadron commanders were afraid to address the topic, why?
So here's the interesting
That's an
thing.
easy
Before I
one.
say that, I want to ask everybody a question and shout out to I think his last name is Hemingway. I could be wrong. Not Hemingway. Hemming. He was the chief of DM. He asked Chief Flossie a question. He framed it this way. He says, "My question is, we've lost one of four airmen, and I'm talking about Sea Airman Fortson. What do we do about our airmen who are deploying every day across overseas and such, and they could experience the same thing in our country with our police force? What do we Air Force do about that?" Love the brother for answering the question, but I would tell you that question has some flaws in it. Namely, because that is not an Air Force problem. That is a society problem.
Mhm.
The Air Force cannot fix that. The only thing the Air Force can do is there are problems if you are in a area of the United States where you may feel like that city or region is showing some discrimination to our airmen. There's programs to get you out of there and to remove the Air Force dealings with that certain area. But as far as what happened to Senior Airman Forson, that is not an Air Force problem. That's a society.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. Shay said 9 out of 10. You could take. Oh, you can tell who knows how to take care of people from where new airmen get assigned to their duty station. It starts here. I mean, I guess if we can look that deep in duty assignments, then that would shout out to assignment people, FSS.
That goes
Uh,
back to the
dude.
profession of arms again. Like the profession of arms is when you are charged to be a supervisor for someone. To me, it is there's no other job, in my opinion, is more important when you have the responsibility of someone in the palm of your hand.
Mhm.
When you know and you've been in 5, 6, 7, 10 years, you add in the years, and you get a brand new airman or lieutenant into the formation, you're their supervisor.
Mhm.
That is a hell of a responsibility. And I think it's something you should take seriously, be like, look, I what I do or how I treat this person would dictate whether he stay in or if he gets out or she gets out to be able to talk about their experience in the military. The problem is you get a lot of supervisors that don't have that mentality, and they see it as a nuisance that I have to take care of somebody and teach them about how to succeed in the military.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Where you at? I feel like my mind is all over the place. I don't feel like we have a laser focused in on anything.
I kind of want to. I mean, the conversation with Stans, we can go on all day with that one. I kind of want to shift to something else, like,
oh Lord, oh Lord.
No, I wanted to talk about the Olympics, man. Like, I think that's a prime opportunity. There was so many highs and lows with that one. You know, I would tell you. Did you hear about the French pole vaulter? What happened to him?
No.
If you have been in the comments, so I was just looking at the top 10 things in the Olympics, whatever. And obviously, a bunch of them came up I'm aware of, but there's one I wasn't. Apparently, there was a Frenchman. You know how the pole vault works, right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay. This dude, this French athlete, failed his heat during the pole vaulter because of his package. So when he
Because of what?
over his package. So when he, his junk.
His dick? What? That's not a pause.
You could say penis. You could say his anyway.
Scrotum?
Other things you could say besides that, not scrotum. Anyway.
Okay.
He goes over the vault, and as he goes down this way, it hits the vault. Doing. It hits the and so he was all over social media for it. But here's the cool thing about it. No one remembers the fact he's getting all these deals from porno agencies.
Really?
200. They opened up 3 agencies, opened up like $250,000 a being. I'm gonna see if I can find a video.
He took Viagra
it's just
before he
hilarious,
jumped.
man. Bro, it was so funny, man. I couldn't help it. It was so funny. And of course, you've got. Did you see? I'm sure you saw the Turkish shooter, right?
Oh, the truth.
The dude that went up
That's
like
the
John
truth.
Wick with his hand in his pocket.
Yeah, that boy had no equipment on.
Yeah, always spent all this money, this dead shot equipment, so they can qualify. He just went up there with his hand in his pocket.
That's so dope. Get some.
Oh man, I'm gonna try to find it. But anyway, I thought it was funny, and of course, what happened?
The shade coming from my neck. Go ahead.
Oh, I just think it's funny that okay, y'all ready? Okay.
He said he was an extra in Taken. Yo, that dude was the truth though. That dude was the truth. That boy put his hand like, bro, I got this shit.
Let me know when you got it.
Oh Lord. All right, go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, dang.
Happened here, Coach Judy. On the way down.
I know he hurt.
Why? Why?
I know he hurt.
Ooh, that was a good one, man. That was a good one.
Said, let's talk about who should be the MVP for the men's basketball.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about that one too. We can talk
Not
about
LeBron, Curry.
Yes, I agree. Thank you. I agree. Matt Morris, if you out there, Matt Morris didn't agree. Oh, hater.
I mean, I'm a Curry fan over a LeBron fan, so for that note, I'll agree. I can agree to some people who says that Curry only had 2 good games, and he didn't have a good Olympics. Oh, look, see, shout out Chief Hill or Hall, excuse me, shout out Chief Hall for he said false LeBron all day.
Why?
Yeah,
Though? Why?
I can see now. In my head,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, Matt Morris says, "What you mean?" I agree, Steph. Or Curry.
Oh, maybe I meant you. You felt like the current Dream Team was better than the old Dream Team.
See, and this is where I agree with said. LeBron was the most consistent, but who was the big time when we needed it? He carried the team.
Exactly.
So Chief Hall said he carried the team. He said, "Dan, stop." I hope he knows him. But I don't disagree with Chief. Like, he did carry the team. I don't disagree with said that says that he or Curry was the biggest moments in when they needed him the best. Yep. Like
Oh, you crazy, bro. Oh no.
look, just
No.
like Struther says, Curry had big shot moments overall, especially the last two games. But Bron had the better overall tournament.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think they would have won gold without Curry's performance?
No. But they would have never got there without LeBron.
I mean, come on, you got a team full of superstars. Somebody's gonna stand out. But in what matters? The
I agree.
performance when you need it, or the performance
Both.
consistent?
You can't get to where you need it. And wait.
You're not getting the goal with LeBron though.
But you ain't getting there without LeBron.
It was already there.
No.
I mean,
Oh,
my
no.
thing is, They was
They almost lost
already
to
there.
Sudan. They almost lost to Sudan.
But that wouldn't have cost them the gold though.
No,
Right?
you're right. But they would never.
That's my
No,
point.
I'm sorry. It wouldn't have cost them to go to the tournament. You're right about that. All right, hold on.
Mhm.
Let me go through this. Okay, I'm good. Okay.
Helldivers.
All right.
Yeah, you play Helldivers? I didn't know you rock games. How do you like it? Because I know it's multiplayer. I was thinking about getting it.
Okay, he said he knows, and that's my guy. Yeah, they're good people. Exactly. No, Steph showed up 2 out of 3 games. Wait. There was like
That's
what
what
12
matters.
games? Hell no, because Sudan would have, I
Yeah,
guess, beat them.
yeah, would have beat them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they needed Curry. That's why I think Curry should have got it.
They used South.
But yeah, they
Sudan
would
with
have
a-
lost
You're
to
100%.
Sudan, but they wouldn't have lost the gold medal though.
I think they win without LeBron. But Tatum,
I know they hate on Tatum, bro. They hated on
she
Tatum.
said she loves the game.
Halliburton, all of it. Oh man, I had to try that joint. I didn't know you was a gamer, Shay. All right.
Got mad. Shot
Getting
bug.
that
What?
shoot bugs for the liberation of America.
Okay. But I think the MVP for the Olympics is dumb, period. Because Booker had some good games. AD
who?
had some good defensive moments.
But you can almost say it's just like the All-Star game, right? In
Right.
the All-Star
right.
game, they give it to the person who was
scores
the
the
one
most.
that got right, just like the Super Bowl, right? So it should be the same for
Give you
Olympics.
her PSN.
Deserve that joint. Smurf, okay, all right, I get that. I'm gonna get that. I'll add.
You got
You've
it?
got to yeah, I got it. You've got to the person I'll say Faith says they needed LeBron to get there this time and Curry to win. One does matter more at the end of the day. Just like we need the WAPs test. Ooh, just like we need to promote new leaders. Promote new leaders. One does usually get promoted first. So, Curry, man.
I'm not
Curry
mad.
should have won, man.
I'm not mad.
Mm-hmm.
I know why they give it to LeBron, but I wouldn't be mad if they gave it to Curry. Now, if they would have gave it to like what's the dude's name that plays for Indiana? Halliburton. Then I'll be like, man, what the duck? Even if they gave it to Booker, I'd be like, that's crazy. But just to give it to LeBron, I think, yep. Thank you, Corey. Yep, co-MVPs was the option.
Yeah.
Optimal. Excuse me. We're promoting a flash in the pan or sustained performance. Ooh. Yeah, we definitely promote flashes in the pan. We don't promote that's what we put on paper, but that's not what really happens. Because you gotta look at everybody's EPB, their moments that happen throughout the year. They're not sustained anything. 24. Oh my God, Matt Morris. 20. So you say the 2024 US basketball teams is better than the 92 Olympic team?
Told
I love
you,
Jordan.
man. Violation.
But
bro.
look it
Violation.
up. How many NBA
Violation.
players were in? All of them were NBA players, except for one, right?
I think maybe there was an argument online that said the 24 team played more NBA players in the Olympics than the 92. It was like 64-6.
Oh, played against more.
Yeah, played against.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
But
that's
that,
relevant, man.
yeah, it's definitely relevant. Is that now? Will I say they played against more competition? No, but if you put up the 92 team in 92, somehow Put up the 92 team in 92 against the 24 team in 24. 92 would beat 24 all day, every day. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I might Steph Curry for the win. He should have got it. I agree.
all fact.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, because
Like
they
the
were
flow.
more fundamentally sound, better
Mhm.
defenders than I would argue, and they were more. I think they worked better as a team. I think that was the argument for all the other ones. Stop it.
Yep.
Nobody's stopping that 92. Thank you.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
that. That's right.
Seth Foster
They
said they did. There were 9 NBA players on this team. There were 77 NBA. That's crazy. Maybe the NBA is getting softer, easier to come into, expanding more. It wasn't as big as far as how many teams there were. Maybe the same amount of teams. I could be lying. Different caliber. I don't know. All right. Where you at right now? You good?
let's shift to CD Lamb, man. There was a question, a bunch of comments. CD Lamb
Man, poor
on the
CD
Cowboys.
Lamb. Poor CD
Okay.
Lamb, man.
All right. How's the poor CD Lamb? I hate talking about the Cowboys. It's making me sick, but I just think it's interesting. I forgot his name, Stephen Davis or whatever his name is. Stephen Allen or whatever. They promised him $140 million contract. So he'll be
Jesus
ready for
Christ.
week 1. And there was a couple of comments on the website that brings up the same conversation before. Do we pay athletes too much money?
Yes,
For what
but
they're worth. Like $140 million. So what's more valuable? A doctor who can save a life in open heart surgery, or a player who can run across the middle and catch a pass and get hit? It's not. Which one
okay.
deserves $140 million?
I don't think you can
Or what
compare the
about
two.
the military personnel that deploy
No, you can't.
to Afghanistan and get shot at? But you gotta. I'm just being honest. This is the commentary I see. I'm
No.
just curious. What do you think? No, you don't.
All right. Oh man. All right. I'm trying to unpack this properly because this is really impromptu. Okay. First question: do we pay athletes too much money? That question in a blanket, just like that. Yes, we do. Pause. We are able to pay them money because of how much things are for the NFL package, for how much they charge people for having the NFL network, for having NFL games, CBS, NBC, the Super Bowl. Look at how much ticket prices are. So everything is moving up.
Mm.
So that's why contracts are going up, because everything else is going up. If ticket prices were the same as they were in 90, whatever, in 1990, let's just say, I don't even know how much they were, but probably substantially cheaper, and we paid athletes $100 million contract, that would be asinine. But because they're making us as a consumer pay more, making commercials pay more. Like, look how much a commercial is in the Super Bowl. So yes, we do pay them more, but that's why doctors can't get paid that amount of money. Now, price of a surgery is a lot more than what it was back in the 90s, but the price of health insurances went up. But who gets paid off of health insurance? The insurance people. That doesn't go to the doctor. So athletes make money off of whatever the NFL, we'll just use the NFL for example, whatever the NFL makes. So as they make more money, athletes can make more money. The price of what's that thing called that the cap, the salary cap for the teams go up every year. So it's kind of a byproduct. Your thoughts?
Well, how come these people on the bench getting paid all this money? They get paid more than doctors.
Same reason. As things start going up, everything goes
I
up.
hear you. I don't disagree with that. I guess my thought would be, yeah, I guess you could say it's society, or we are the problem.
He said, "Don't hate all the people. Get the bag. Concentrate on yourself and go get that money." I agree. I mean, I don't.
Well, sit your old retired stuff down, man.
I don't care
See
either
you on
way.
the front porch.
They're gonna get paid. They're gonna get paid money. Like, as money goes up and value. Now, do I think their value as an entertainer has moved? No, not at all. But deals go up. Everything goes up. I would say most athletes make more money off the court or off the field than on the field, especially NBA players.
Transition
it's not.
quickly. Presidential race.
Yeah, you're getting tired.
No. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. I think the presidential race would be interesting because I
Presidential
think
race
last
is
time
it's
I
kind
think
of
last time
stupid.
I talked about it, I thought it was over. I thought it was over for the Democrats. They're on fire, man. And you just heard Beyonce endorse Kamala Harris. I knew I was gonna get a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
and I guess former President Trump wants Joe Biden back in the race. Caitlin
What?
Clark, she should be paid more. I think she should.
She's getting paid off the court. Is getting paid enough. Sure. Presidential race is president. I'll be interested
Have
to
you
hear
made a
the.
decision yet on who you're gonna vote?
Can I say this without being killed?
Yeah. No judgment from me. Now,
I
said
don't
might be
vote.
different.
I don't vote.
Oh, we talked about this. Oh man, y'all get ready.
I will
Come on,
never
y'all.
vote. I will never vote.
Go ahead, get ready.
I will never vote. Ever. I will never waste. I hate to say waste my time. I will never go down to the ballot to vote. Can we go to Obama back, please? Where's Michelle? I agree. We need Michelle back. But yeah, I mean, I'll be interested to see the debates in September. I'll be watching. I always said I just want a candidate who, whatever they say during debates, they're gonna back up when they're in the office. That's all I want. Foster say you're not an American, Pete. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's
All
like
right.
it's almost like the same back as before. Pick your poison. Like I will give Kamala Harris this. At least she put out her economic plan. Don't know if it'll
Sure.
work. But it seemed like for President Trump, man, former President Trump, it's all this. We're going to close the border. We're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going. It's like show me the money. Where is it? Show us how this is going to be done.
He needs to stop coming
But
for my electric car. That's what he needs to stop doing. Stop coming for the electric cars.
Trump, or you talking about the Democrat?
Former President Trump is coming for the electric
No,
cars.
I think he's. I know. No, yeah, he don't like the electric cars, and I agree with him. Hey,
Look what
gas,
look what
baby.
Freddie said.
I told my grandma I didn't vote, and I almost lost my.
All right. In the terms of politics, we need to start over. Start over.
You mean as far as new candidates or what?
They are all untruthful, but people died to ensure that we could vote. I understand if you want to vote, go vote. It's not doing anything for me. I just don't vote for. But well, I'll be more accurate about it. I don't vote for presidency. I'll vote for propositions and states and stuff like that, but I won't vote for presidency. So let's just be more clear about that.
Important one, though?
It doesn't. Your vote doesn't count. We talked about this. Somebody's gonna have to prove to me when the electoral college doesn't count. Electoral college. Thank you. That determines who wins the presidency, not the popular vote. The popular vote's cool to have. It's a good number. They go up there, but that doesn't determine who wins and who loses. It will be something for our children. Sure. Cool. Most people are one issue voters. Oh, that's very true. That is the end all. Oh, we can have our opinions, but one day we're gonna get what we want at the end of the day. Most people are. DC could run.
I appreciate that.
First of all, if DC run, I better be a vice president. Yo, picture you be vice president, be a vice president. Yeah, we've even debating against each other. That would be hilarious. Yo, he'd be like, I want to close borders. Nah, I think DC is dumb. I think we gotta keep borders open. They'd be like, wait a minute.
I was like, peace not even an American, man. What is he? I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
What is he? I don't even know what he is.
Yo, we be fighting against each other all day. That would be too. I'll be the Secretary of State for you two to lie. Somebody would have to be.
You would have to run the country, Faith. We couldn't do it. We'd be arguing the whole time.
he'd get rid of
Electoral college. Yeah.
oh my God. I need you to walk down the memory lane before you. What? What? I'm so lost.
That is like in rare form.
What do I need to? He said he's Chinese. Look at his eyes. Yo, what? Let me open my eyes bigger. What do I need to walk down memory lane about? Was there a time where we couldn't vote? Sure. Wasn't around. Don't care. I know it's a thing. Don't care. Wasn't around. Doesn't do nothing.
Fade to black right now. He said, "Oh wow, when is Black History Month, ladies and gentlemen?"
February.
Let's go back.
I thought it was every month. I thought it was every month. Look. Our girl Nikki said, "Wow, hey, you know what? When we start talking about, you know what? If it's that big of a deal, start talking about it every day. Put it on your Facebook every day." 2,401 years ago, we couldn't vote. The next day, 2,402 years ago, we were. But the next day, 4,203 years ago.
I would double dare you to take that snippet what you said about voting and make it a short. I would double dare you.
No, I'm not doing that.
Double dare you.
He or she's too far away to affect. Thank you. Yeah, I said that. 300. Yep. Black history is 365 days. I said that. But anyway, I get it, man. It just doesn't. I shouldn't say I don't care. It doesn't move my needle enough to say, oh man, since people fought for me to vote, I need to make sure I express that vote. I do that for propositions. I'll do that for governors. I'll do that for stuff like that. But for the electoral college for the presidency, I don't think my vote matters because I'm a resident of Texas in Texas. Now, I said this last time. Will things shift? Yes. But when the shift between a Democratic vote and a Republican vote is 1 by 1, I'll shut up. But when it's 1 by 3,000 or 300, then my one vote will not change anything. It would either add to it or take one away. Different. All right, I'll get off the subject because I'm very passionate about it, but somebody's gonna have to prove to me when my vote matters for that. Said I love you too, but I understand. I will change it to you.
We're done.
Yo, so Nikki, if everybody took that stance, then nobody would vote. Then we wouldn't even have these things. We'd be back to Russia and just elect somebody. So
please make this a short, please.
I don't think everybody should have this stance, but it's my stance. Just like everybody shouldn't vote Democrat. What if everybody just voted Democrat? What if everybody just voted Republican? So you can say the same thing. What if everybody drove a Tesla? What if everybody lived in 2-story houses? Wait, don't we not want what? Don't we not want that? Don't we not want what?
Don't we not want?
How is my stance wrong? Hey, oh, you know what? It could be wrong. I'll admit to y'all, maybe it's wrong, but that's why y'all vote. I appreciate y'all for what y'all do for the American people. I appreciate y'all for being out there and voting and wear your little pin that says, today I voted or whatever. He said, how do we vote him off the show? Yo, the good thing about this show is everybody has an opinion. All right, that's the good thing about the show. We respect everybody's opinion. Said, hey, you just told me you loved me 2 seconds ago. That don't seem like love. You kicking me out. If everyone drove a Tesla 4-hour road trip. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I mean,
let's go quickly to the other topic real quick before we get off.
Yeah, let's go to one more topic, please. Goodness.
And Chief Man's the top Chief Man saw Air Force all time. That was like quite the discussion on a social media too. So what I found interesting is no one has forgiven Chief Cody for what he's done in the office.
Yeah, I mean, he almost killed the military himself.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, does anybody feel like Chief Cody should get a pass based on the type of stuff he was dealing with. You know, because we had one of our good friends shout out Chad off on a long time ago, and he was his exec. And he was giving us some context of some of the things that
Thank you, Faith.
the first of the show is unpopular. Pete doesn't have to do the fade. He does fit the title. But anyway, anybody feel like Chief Cody deserves have hard conversations on here and loud something like that? Oh, he doesn't deserve a pass, Nikki B, MB.
Oh, Foster's.
Cody was
Of course. Of course. Of course. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Faith, thank you. Thank you, Faith.
Y'all tell me in the comments, man, who y'all feel like is the best team mascot on Air Force of all time? Give me y'all 3. I'm curious. So the most popular ones I've seen, yes, he deserves. Oh, I'm interested. Daniel Hall, tell me why he deserves a pass there. But I heard Gaylor, Wright, and Bass.
Sure.
And then when I said Bass, man, people was in the comments like, no, not her. She was sniping people online and social media and all that other stuff or whatever. I'm curious. What you think?
Oh, you talking about me or are you talking about people?
Them too, yeah. Just curious now.
No, you tell me what you think, because I'm always putting my face in the mud.
I personally think, I'll just name 5, and I won't put them in order.
5.
I'll put 1 in order, and then I won't put the others. Number 1, Gaylord. That's the easy pick. Then I would say, right, he was the scapegoat for the Air Force. Ooh, interesting. Gaylord, Wright, Roy, Bass. And I'm just talking the ones I served with. I'm not talking about the ones I may not have never met. Like Thomas Barnes is a definite pick. I mean,
You didn't serve with him?
And Airy. No,
you didn't serve with Paul Airy? I swear.
No, fool.
Didn't y'all come in together? No? Okay, go ahead. I thought y'all came in together. My bad. Go ahead. Was it Esther Blake? Did you come in with Esther Blake? I know it was somebody you came in with.
Nikki, I'm curious. You said right, so love to hear your thoughts on that one.
He was the most consistent. You know, he was a dick. But
another word.
Oh, sorry. But he gave the people what they wanted. He has hard questions that required you to explain your answer.
If that was the case, I've only heard maybe you and 2 other people say that he did well. They said like sniping people. To me, he's a good example of what I said earlier in the show. You can enforce standards, but it's just the way you do it, man. You ain't gotta. He was sniping people in question and answer sessions, man. You ain't gotta do that.
What's wrong with that? I mean, never mind. I know what's wrong with that. That was dumb. That was dumb. That's okay, right? Anyone could have followed. Oh, wow. Basically, he said K Wright basically is not as good as everybody thinks. He just because he follows somebody who wasn't good.
I don't think he's. It said if you're trying to say that, clarify for me, please. But I don't think he's trying to say that.
Good leadership means they listen to the people when they maintain the standard.
I agree. There's a good, healthy mix in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's about experience too. Like I don't have any good or positive experiences about coaching. Not one. Not even indirectly.
What about?
You know
I mean,
he had the much hated turtleneck on, man. What's the deal with that?
Didn't he put in course 14, 15 and senior and CO induction? Not induction, but
so.
I think he did all that. Yeah, which was that was a disaster. Mm-hmm. But you know what I will say? He said, I don't care what y'all think. This is what's being implemented and it starts today. So get on it. I like that. He ain't sitting around waiting for hands. He just making decisions.
I'll put it like this. If you give people the opportunity to chime in and you hear it, like I tell people all the time, like you can come to me about a decision I'm about to make and I'll listen to you. But just know you might lose. And when you lose, let's move on. Let's go execute the play. But when I say this is what we're going to do, and I ain't trying to hear what none of y'all got to say, that's part of the problem. Depending on the situation.
He said,
stop having thin skin, man. Listen to what Cody said. Now how he said it. He was a dad and K Wright took the mother out.
Those were retention tools. Okay. We survived his time. What? we survived his
see.
time. Oh yeah,
You talking about Wright or Cody?
Wait, yeah, barely. Because remember he
Talking about
was
Cody
kicking.
or Wright?
He kicked like 40,000 people out. Let's not forget about that.
You talking about Cody?
Cody, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he kicked 40,000 people out. Like, hey, like Thor, snapped his fingers and people was gone.
The Infinity War. Like Thanos,
Yeah.
Thanos or whatever.
Hey, you want to get out? Boom, you out. PT, boom, you out. Course 15, boom, you out.
So y'all mentioned Wright.
Higher
Y'all
tender?
mentioned Cody. What y'all think about Joanne Bass, man? No love to Joe?
Just because you're lower the standards doesn't make you fuck. Said.
What is he talking about? Is he talking
He's
about
talking
Wright?
about K-Wright, yeah.
What standards did
Or
he
maybe
lower?
that's Bass. Maybe that would be Bass. That's Bass.
Yeah, what said, what are you talking about? The Air Force had to find a way to reduce the force. Force 15. No, man, that was like the Hunger Games, bro.
Yeah, that
It was like, did you get the letter?
Hey, yeah, I was about to say, you remember, luckily I'm just promoted during that time, so I didn't have, but our commander, shout out to him, but he came around to all, I think it was techs or staffs or techs and staffs or masters, whatever it was, and gave my envelope where they were at in racks to where you were at with that rank.
And he like, yo,
that's crazy.
I would get out. Let this guy get it, stay in, man. I would give up my spot. No, it don't work that way.
Yeah.
You have people that wanted to get out that couldn't, and people who wanted to stay in had to get out. It was true Hunger Games, bro.
Yeah, Chief Master Sergeant Air Force doesn't have power. What? Don't have the power nor the authority to kick people. No. He doesn't have the power to grab people and kick them out, but he does have the power to put in policies that will make that happen. That's what he could do, is put in the policy. He's not the puppet master pulling strings, but he's the one telling you how long your string is going to be. Nobody said he lowered the standards. He made changes, and some liked them and some didn't. True. Let's talk about who Cody worked. What? Let's talk about who Cody worked for. Oh yeah, who was the chief of staff?
I'm trying to remember. It was before Goldfield. Yes, they got Tom today. That's right.
They kicked themselves out by not maintaining standards. They said.
There was some. Wright wanted to help airmen grow and was the first to break the all-tier communication by actually listening to airmen at the base. Ooh, Bass took it one step further by sharing it worldwide. This is
took
a
about
great
40 steps further. Took about
Do
40
you
steps.
think that are you for this? Because Bass didn't have a shot following K. Wright. I can see. Remember, she's a female. She was the first female. So she's immortalized just for that fact. Anyway, oh Lord.
Go ahead.
But before, what do y'all think? Like when you said, Faith, when you said K. Wright started the interaction or the initiative to connect with airmen on the basis through social media and things of that nature, I would argue that some folks today think that's part of the problem of why airmen are not doing it. What did she do, man? Dang, man.
She's Bats, you said as a female. No, what do you mean?
Dang,
no, what?
Man, it's like they cooking up in here, man.
Yeah, she didn't do anything.
Dang! Oh, man.
What about the ponytails?
Well, yeah, what about the ponytails?
Yo, all I keep hearing is the ponytails was good for y'all migraines.
What about the custody agreement thing where you can,
what about the dog thing? The
dog thing?
Yeah, the dog being able to PCS.
Dang,
other than correct people for not pronouncing her
name right. Dang, man.
You said first female. Don't matter if you're. Hey, embarrassment is kind of tough. Good.
Dang, man.
Hey, I'm glad other people share the same energy. I usually the one share because usually that's me saying harsh words like that.
Wait a minute. All right, let me say. What do y'all think was better? I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. Who do y'all think was better? Bass or Cody?
It's not better. I wouldn't classify somebody as better. Why don't you just say like who resonates more with you?
Who had the most impact?
The most impact.
Bass
Okay. I would say Bass. That's an easy one. That's an easy one for me. Now, Cody had impact. Cody had impact on kicking mother effers out. That's what he had impact on. Or as we say, what? Yeah, what do folks want to see? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Cody is more
Wow. Mm.
Freddie,
Woo-hoo.
homie.
Where's
I
Cody? Is
don't
he around here somewhere? Like, is he
oh
paying folks today? What's the deal?
they served it 2
I
different.
mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true, but they all
yeah,
had their
yep, you're right.
opportunity to do something, you
He
know?
said just not a good
Yeah,
impact.
yeah,
Okay.
that's
All
true. That's true.
right.
That's true.
Who is
Both. Like,
yeah.
which one do you think made the most impact to you? Like, whether it be in a good, I guess in a good sense, I guess. You know, which one, you know,
Sorry.
the good
They
old
said the
boy
good oh,
system got
go ahead.
their ankles broken when they started sharing at all levels and really listening. Old boys club can't filter what they don't want to support if it's put out there to the masses first.
Hmm.
I just wonder, like, with all the stuff going on with airmen today, especially social media, I wanted to talk about that too, because they were prime candidates for the What the Duck Award. Our two defenders over Yakota.
That's
Shout out
Nephew.
to Yakota. Shout out to Yakota. Them dudes on
That
post doing
foghorn.
TikTok videos.
That foghorn. They what?
Like, bro, like they
They
were
what?
on post in security forces gear doing TikTok videos, and whoever saw it on their TikTok post, posted on the Airman NCO page, their leadership saw it, they got a letter reprimand. And one of them actually went online again afterwards and called the person who snitched on them a itch. And then people say, well, how do we let airmen get away with being on TikTok in uniform? Because we allowed it. We allowed it. We try to make it sound like it's no big deal and it's a recruiting tool. In some degree, it is a recruiting tool. But bro, that goes back to profession of arms. Why would I want to be downtown at a club twerking? Well, not me, but I guess a female. All right, I'm putting it. Why would I want to be downtown? You know what I mean? Why would I want? Why is it not an issue to have someone in uniform garb be downtown doing something that brings discredit to the uniform? And some people say with DC, it's based on interpretation. I don't see it as a discredit. They're just having fun.
You say
Come on.
what's up to Gaskin.
What's up, Jared? What's going on, brother?
All right.
What's going on, bro?
I feel bad. He said something. He didn't say nothing bad. All right. Foster said, why do we need to have a better? I heard
Why do they have
DC
to be
was the
better or
worst.
not?
Oh, nah, he was nah, that's crazy. Do I agree? Now just kidding. But yeah, I mean it's not better. I guess which one influenced you more at a particular
Which one got busy? I believe Bass was okay. Nikki MB, I agree. I think humbly, which I think K Wright was phenomenal since that. But I think at the start of him and Bass and all these different, because remember when K Wright was around, they had no TikTok, right? It was just Facebook, if I'm not mistaken.
probably.
Yeah,
I'm not
so
sure.
I think all that meshed in there, we've made it comfortable or acceptable for folks to use those platforms. But my problem is like,
Shit, we use it.
why aren't we? Here's my problem. Here's the difference. Are you in uniform? Am I in uniform? No.
Mm,
Now we did interviews in uniform at an official conference.
right.
And in uniform, we didn't say, hey, let's talk about the presidential election.
Nah.
It was all AFSA related, right?
That's right.
So my thing is like, here's an example. Woo Man, right? Shout out to Woo Man. Like his videos, at first, he was in name tags and berets and stuff. He took his name tags off, right? But he still wear the beret and that's a pet, which I don't agree with. But I think he gets it. Like there's a recruiting tool involved in that, but he's still doing videos. And that's cool. But these people, shout out to again to those two defenders. Man, if you're on post and you're doing a TikTok video, and some people defended them and say, well, they're giving them a snapshot of what the Air Force life looked like. Do that crap out of uniform then, man. Not when you're on post.
You right.
I mean, I just don't agree with that, man.
All right.
And we're we always try to like, leave the airmen alone. Leave them alone. That's why we don't have retention. That's why we can't recruit them. Well, fine. Maybe they don't need to be in then. I will agree with that. professionalism has too much room for interpretation now,
Mhm.
paired with no accountability. So here's my thing. Then I would say then supervisors need to draw that line. The relationship between my boss and I, there all it says in there is that, he's a two-star general. He's a general officer. There's something that comes along with that. But there's nothing in the AFI that says how our relationship from A to Z should be.
Mhm.
But I, as a professional, I draw the line. Well, I'll throw a joke at him, he'll throw a joke at me, but I will not cross that line. It's gonna be sir or general. Doesn't mean that he doesn't respect me as a person. That's just the relationship in the military. There's some sirs and generals in there. Some
Mhm.
people say, just like we had those cops at the gate, "What's the big deal? They're just doing their job. They have to remember to say sir." That's part of the military, man. That's all part of the business.
I'm not gonna agree with that. But shout out Chief Roy for being in here. It's impossible to make everyone happy. As humans, we are quicker to point out what's wrong than giving credit for what's right. Example: the roads that are smooth with no potholes never get acknowledged, but the minute that the potholes created, the first thing everybody complains about. You're 100% right. Just like janitors don't get credit for doing their job, but the minute bathrooms are dirty, they'd be like, "Where's the janitor at?" Just like cops. Cops don't get
Yeah.
credit for doing the job. As soon as stuff goes wrong, they're like, "Where are all the cops at?" Supervisors hold people accountable. So airmen go to commander's office. They
Oh,
allowed to do it.
that
Yeah.
happens. That happens.
Oh my
That
God.
happens.
Said, can we wait next show? Next show, next show, next show, next show, next show, next show on the marriage. I
Is
don't
this a
think we can
snapshot what I have
say,
to look forward to for retired life?
yeah. I don't think we can say Mary Jane. Oh no, you
Marijuana.
can. Yo,
Marijuana.
yeah, you can't say coke.
Marijuana.
The Rona. Anyway, can we end the show? It's been 2.5
Yeah,
hours. This
that's
got to be
fine.
the longest show in history. I can't put a short for this because I can't create one.
I
Shows
think
that
it's
are
even better that we have people stick around this long.
no dope for real. First of all, first shout outs. Because I ain't done that in a while. For all the stars, everybody who donates stars, you don't know how much we appreciate that as unpopular celebrities. We love getting on here and talking to y'all. We love getting on here and being a part of y'all day. And we love talking to each other too. Because I learned a lot from this show, and I hope other people have as well, different perspectives and things like that. But it's not free, it's not easy. I love doing it, and we'll always keep it coming. One day at a time, 1 week at a time, and keep trying to bring y'all better stuff as we go forward. So if you guys can donate stars or however you want to donate, like it's always helpful. T-shirts are coming. Give me, it's the end of, I start school end of September. We'll have 20 t-shirts to give away. 20 t-shirts. 20 t-shirts. End of September, we'll give away 20 t-shirts with new logos, with the logo that DC is wearing right now. So we'll give those away. 20 t-shirts to y'all. Make sure that we get all y'all shirt. McWilliams, of course, you're getting the first shirt. Jackson, I owe you one. Golf, I owe you one. Faith, of course. So you guys are members of the show. Say it just for being on this show. Got one for me, man. 20 shirts we'll give away to our listeners. We still have books to give away. We have a lot of giveaways that we got to do, but the show ain't free. It's not easy. It takes a lot of time out of our day. It takes a lot of time out of everybody's day, but really appreciate y'all for being a part of it. You don't know how much it keeps us motivated to keep going. So tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, share this, like it, subscribe, whatever the freaking influencers say, and we'll be good to go. Oh, I donate stars, but you never acknowledged me, so I never saw it.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. I never saw. I'm sorry. You still owe me a book. Never got. You never sent me your address. You send me your address. Hey, send me your address. I got the book for you. I know what book you're talking about. It's right over there. Send me your address. Put in the unpopular celebrities. DM us. It's only me in DC that see it. So DM us and we'll get that to you tomorrow. I'm sending out book to Billups tomorrow. Billups, I got you for being the first comment today. I'm doing a lot of shout outs. I appreciate it. DC, take us home.
Hey, so I just wanted to add one thing. So when we say share, like, subscribe, we was just talking about like standards, like we don't never say anything when things are going right, but we say something when something goes wrong. it'd be nice if y'all put in the Facebook page like what y'all like about the show. Tell us what you like about the show, which things you want us to talk about. And then if we doing something wrong, you can shoot us a DM and then go from there. We do it for you guys, just like Pete said, man. We appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all keep us going. And we're gonna keep doing this thing over and over again. So next show and the next I believe it's the 25th, last
Wait, sure.
Sunday
No,
of
no, no, no,
August.
no. Because today's oh
No?
yeah. So 2 shows back to back. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 2 shows back to back because it's a weird month. But we're gonna do the corner next week. So again, shout out to the corner. If you want to get on the show instead of the comments, you want to get on live for like 2, 3 minutes and vent and talk about whatever, that's your opportunity. We've had some live funny guests on there at the same time. So you are the guest. No guest for the corner. You are the guest. Bring player back. Man, she be
She
busy,
busy.
man.
She
She
busy.
rocking
So
stuff, man.
she
We
got an
fine,
open
man.
invite. So hopefully next week she'll be on with us because
Yeah, hopefully she'll
yeah.
be back on board.
Yeah. Hopefully she
Mhm.
sees this. I'm telling you, people are looking for you. People are looking for you.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So anyway, so I digress. So again, yeah, let us know. Shoot us a shout. How you like the show? See you next week for the corner. On the
Wait.
25th.
One more thing. I'm sorry. Dang it. So Gaskin, I see you donated stars, but I can't see how many were donated.
Oh yeah!
I don't know why it shows up, but now it doesn't. So I'm sorry. Oh hell no. First of all, player's not getting replaced. Sorry, Sid.
It's in our replace player.
Yeah, that's not happening. All right. I can't see it, Gaskin, so I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Oh, you know what? Let me see one more thing before we go, because I might be able to see it. Hold on. Don't move anything. Don't move anything. Can I see it on here? Oh, there it is. Give me oh shit. I just messed it up. Okay. Give me oh yeah. Woo! Shout out Gaskins for the 99 stars. I see you in there, big dog. And said I still don't. Said I still don't see your stars. All right. Unpopular celebrities. We out. Tired. Peace.